Alrighty, there we go. Welcome, one and all. I am your host, Teching 101, and today it's time for the final battle. A tournament of great champions. I should have like epic music playing in the background while I'm doing this, whatever. The tournament of the 8 greatest champions from the One Piece world coming together to battle it out for one final time. This is it, the Tournament of Champions. We're probably going to do this again as an introduction after people come in, but like just to begin, that was the warm-up. That was the preamble. Right. Hey, welcome in, everybody. What do you mean by the champion tournament? Well, this is it. This is the champion tournament. We've done 8 of these up until now. This is the final one. Yes, it's happening today because I just decided it last night. I was like, man, I wonder what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I'm like, man, I should get that champion tournament done. Yeah, let's get that done. And then here we are. Is this fighting or random challenges again? So it's a little bit of all of the tournaments that we've had previous thrown together. Yeah, we're going to be doing the random challenges, though there are fights on there too. We're still doing the thing where we have some fights that are just straight up fights, some fights that don't have devil fruit powers or hockey, some fights that involve getting the aid of a cartoon character or an anime character. You have to roll for location and all that, but a lot of them are just like random challenges. I brought back a lot of the challenges from previous tournaments, ones we've done already but were really popular when they were done, so we're going to be doing that. So let's take a look at our combatants, because like we're not going to roll for new participants because it's only the people that have won up until now. So we've done 8 of these tournaments before. We've done fucking 8 of these. It's crazy. I think I started this back in I think it was like 2020. No, it was early 2024. Yeah, because we did like a straw hat tournament then. That was kind of like an initial one, and then after that we started doing all of these. So tournament 1, tournament 2, tournament 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's been so many tournaments. It's crazy. It's been a long fought battle. A lot of people, and you know what? What's the sad thing? Buggy didn't even get to fight in any of these. Buggy just never got selected. Buggy was never in any of these. I'm sorry, Buggy. You never made it. You never made it. But anyway, here we go. We have these combatants right here. We got Karasu, Nico Robin, Usopp, Vegapunk, the Stella Vegapunk. We got Dr. Kureha. We got Brook. We got Bartholomew Kuma. And we got Goldie Roger. And these are the winners of the last 8 tournaments. But only one shall be crowned today as the strongest of all of them. The best One Piece character forevermore. You know what I should do is I have this artwork of King back here. That's really sweet, but I should, whoever wins this tournament today, I should go to an artist and commission some artwork and get, a big framed photo of them, whoever they are. Whoever wins this tournament should replace King back there. Maybe I can put him somewhere else, but I should get, another framed photo of, a really elegant image of, because I love this image of King that, Stefan drew for me back here. It's fucking incredible. He did an amazing job. I want to show that really quick again, because it's so damn nice. Let's see, where's the King artwork? There he is, right here. This you can't always see it that great because of the glare and everything, but this is what's behind me in my videos often, and King is just so damn sexy in this image. So thanks to Stefan for drawing that. It was an incredible thing. Yo, praise be to the tournament. I just canceled my doctor's appointment for this. Okay, don't cancel your doctor's appointment for the champion tournament. There's a VOD of this. There's a VOD. Oh my god. All right. I love how somebody just saw me upload this tournament. Like, oh my god, Tekking's doing a tournament. I'm, canceling my doctor's appointment immediately. Oh, dude. Oh, it's such a good artwork. It's so sick. I was watching Castlevania, the Netflix series, and I was looking at some of the artwork in there, and I'm like, man, I need to get some of that with King in the background. So there we go. No OPTCG. No, this is not the OPTCG tournament. Yes. So maybe whoever wins this today, I'm gonna maybe go to Stefan and ask him again. I'll commission him. I'll ask him if he could draw me something very similar to this, but with another another One Piece character. I don't know. In that regard, who are you betting your money on? Who's got your bet? Let's put the participants up again here. I should just keep that as ready to go at all times. I'll just put that up here. I'll just keep that. All right, who are you putting money on? Who you betting on? I'd say, personally, I got to bet on Robin. I mean, best girl is right there. Frankie is my favorite Straw Hat, but Robin comes in a close second, and she's pretty ranking high as my favorite One Piece character of all time. So I got to, but if it's 8 versus everybody else, I'm going with Robin. I'm so happy she managed to make it this far on the list. We got some Kurehas. We got Vegapunk. I wonder if I can I do like a preliminary, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can do this. Start a Q&A. Can I start a Q&A? I don't know. Can I do a poll for 8 people? I can't do a poll for 8 people, unfortunately. It has to be 4. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But we're getting a lot of Kumas. Brooke. 3 of the Straw Hats ended up in here. Brooke actually was funny because he got brought back because there was, I think his role was a audience member gets to choose, and I just, like, it was Brooke, and so he comes back from that. Yeah. One thing we have learned again and again and again about these tournaments, except for the last one, which was just fights, is that the most multifaceted characters always win. So Robin and Vegapunk and Kureha are all extremely brilliant. Karasu won the first one. We've pretty much decided Karasu has like one of, if not the most multifaceted Logias in the entire story, because he's specifically able to mold his soot into like specific shapes and animals, and we see that occasionally, but like we've never seen like Ace making like a fire dragon that he can control, that he can like move around and attack with and shit like that, right? Karasu was able to do that type of shit with his Logia. So like he's able to make an entire murder of crows, and people can like ride around on them and they can fly and shit. So like Karasu has an incredibly high skill over his Logia. Robin is brilliant. Usopp is actually multifaceted with a lot of different things. Usopp beat Garp in like a sketching contest, Vegapunk is a super genius. Dr. Kureha is the best damn doctor in the story. Brook can sway people's souls with music. Kuma is just a good-natured fellow. Honestly, if Robin's not going to win, I want Kuma to win. I'm going Robin and then Kuma. And then Roger just won because it was a fight-only tournament last time, and he's the fucking king of the pirates. You know what I mean? But hey, he could get nothing but battles. It'd be really weird if he got nothing but battles on the list, but I guess it's possible, right? Yeah, so no, like, that's what I mean, though. Like, Akainu has Red Dog and Aokiji has the Pheasant Beak, but they didn't really do anything with those animals. Like, basically, when Aokiji used that power, it was just a big attack in the shape of a pheasant that just smacked into Ace's fire. He didn't, like, control the pheasant and it flew around the battlefield and, like, spit ice everywhere. Like, it was his familiar. That's how Karasu does it. Karasu breaks his own body apart into crows. The other animals, like basically Akainu just punches really hard and it's the shape of a dog, but that's kind of it, right? It's a little different. Are we doing buffs and debuffs? Yes, if it's a battle, if it's a straight up fight, we're going to roll for location, and we are also going to roll for, actually, I need to make another random thing selector for that, actually, for the buff or debuff, so give me a second here. I've also added a bunch of new things to the location area, including a lot of One Piece islands, and a Buster Call feature. So if we roll Buster Call on the location, which there's a few of them on there, if we roll Buster Call, then whatever location we roll is going to be under a Buster Call. So that's going to be funny. I mean, maybe not for Robin, because Robin has gone through 3 of them. How many Buster Calls has Robin gone through by now? 3, right? We had O'Hara, and then we had Enies Lobby, and then we had Egghead. So there's like 3 Buster Calls she's been through. She is bad luck on that front. Okay, so we got that. So we got, let's see, that's locations. We got debuffs, buffs, the selector for that. We have the anime list, we have the cartoon list, and we have the challenge list. I think we're pretty good on that. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, when's it starting? Yeah, I mean, like, actually, this is a perfect time for it because it's 9 minutes and 50 seconds. We will start at 10 minutes exactly. So 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, welcome to the final tournament. We're going to do double elimination, but there's only 8 participants in this one. So let me actually zoom in here. Let me start the tournament first and foremost. Save, start. Let's zoom in here. All right, we're going to roll for randomness. The randomness is fun. Oh, my God. Oh, did I already lock in? I didn't want to lock in. Okay. Can we not lock in? Can we unlock in? Please, that'd be great. I forgot to randomize the shit. All right. Can we unlock? That'd be great. All right, give me a second here. No, that's not the page I wanted. I do not want to change my email. All right, I think we might just have to go with this then. I think we're just going with this. It is random. It was randomized, but I didn't do the thing I normally do with rolling the dice. But it's whatever. So, all right, I guess first battle is going to be Karasu versus Goldie Roger. Oh my God, go away. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all right, that's good enough. It's good enough, I suppose. All right. Oh, by the way, first round, we also have Dr. Kureha going up against Dr. Vegapunk. That's going to be tough. Usopp versus Brooke. Kuma versus Robin. All right, so this is what we have. This is what we have to work with. Okay. We're doing it live. Fuck it. We're doing it live. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to do a little bit of a preamble for each participant because we only have 8 of them today. All right. In the blue corner, weighing at around 450 pounds, 8 foot 8 inches, we have Karasu, the commander of the North Blue, wielder of the soot fruit of the Revolutionary Army. He has a very small voice, and he needs an announcement thing. He needs a speaker to speak right. Karasu! Karasu walks in like that was the shittiest intro ever, but he's polite enough to not, like, say anything. Okay. All right, we have Karasu. All right. And in the red corner, being 9 foot 0 inches, but kind of sick right now because we're taking end of life Roger, we have Goldie Roger, weighing at probably around, 350 pounds. He's probably not eating as much because he is currently dying. The king of the pirates! Ah! We don't know the characters' weights. We know their heights, but we don't know their weights. So I kind of had to guesstimate that based off like how tall, like the tallest guy in the world was like 8'11", and he weighed around 450 pounds. So Karasu weighing around that is about right, I guess. Roger is 9 feet tall, but also he is rather sickly, so I'm assuming he's probably a little bit lighter than he normally would be for the healthy weight at that time, right? So something like that. Okay. So, yeah, Karasu versus Roger. This is crazy. Now, if it's a battle, we've already seen this before, that Roger pretty much kicks ass no matter what. Unless he gets a really bad debuff or something, he's basically going to win. So come on out, Karasu. I'm believing in you. I'm kind of rooting for you on this one. What do we got? A cryptogram puzzle. Decode a secret message. Okay, so it's just Roger and Karasu in a room. The room changes and shifts, and a big table comes up, just... And I'm thinking it's like some of those like puzzle things you can get at the stores where you have to like spin it a bunch of times, you know what I mean, to try to decode a secret message. Okay, so this is all about intelligence. This is an intelligence-based test that's decoding a cryptogram, okay? I'm going to say that there is a device that they have to decode. I'm going to say they have, like, scrap paper next to them, pencils, erasers, calculators. They have all the material that is necessary for them to work on this, and who can ever decode it the fastest wins. And I feel like, okay, we have, all right, actually, it's a pretty good thing somebody brought that up. We have 2 big things for each of these participants. From Karasu's perspective, Karasu is a commander of the Revolutionary Army. He can fight, but being a member of the Revolutionary Army kind of leads to the idea that you can also, like, decode secret messages and shit, because that's literally how the Revolutionary Army, like, communicates. So, like, Karasu might not be the most brilliant character in the entire story, but I feel like he would know at least the basics of, like, cryptograms and ciphers and shit like that. I feel like he would know a little bit about that, okay? He's not dumb. But then we also have Roger. And Roger has the ability to hear the voices of all things. But here's the kicker. The voice of all things does not allow Roger to instantly read anything that he looks at, okay? We know that for certain because we saw that when he was at Skypiea, he saw the poneglyph that addressed Poseidon. It was explained on the poneglyph, Poseidon is at Fishman Island. Roger could not read it. He couldn't. He just looked at the poneglyph and he kind of said to Odin, "Ah, matey, it seems like this poneglyph here speaks about a great weapon." And then, Odin was the one that actually read it, and he was like, yeah, it's talking about Poseidon, ancient weapon. And remember, Roger was the one that, like, you can read the glyphs. That's good, Odin. Leave a message for me. I'll dictate it to you, right? So just because he has the voice of all things doesn't mean he can just look at a cryptogram and just instantly know verbatim, word for word, what the message is. I'm going to say there's like a sentence or a phrase that they have to decode. That's the whole point of the cryptogram, okay? It could be like, drink your Ovaltine or some shit like that. It doesn't matter what the message is. The One Piece is real! Or it's the location of where the One Piece is dumped somewhere in the ocean. I don't know. But, like, whatever it is, it's a message they have to decode, okay? And Roger might be able to be like, I have a general vibe over what the message is, but you have to actually write down, like, what your answer is on a piece of paper. And I think Karasu has sort of got this. I think Karasu is going to be over there wearing a pair of glasses, and he's going to be like, okay. I think it'll take a while. Don't get me wrong. I think they're both going to be working at this for a long time. It's whoever solves it the quickest. So they might be over there working on this for hours, you know what I mean? Like, Karasu might be doing this for 4 hours trying to figure this out. But I think Karasu is more intelligent than Goldie Roger. I think in terms of an intelligence-based competition, I think he's sort of got this. Yeah. Karasu's winning seems obvious. It is, maybe, I would say it's kind of obvious, but, this is a tournament. We're going to try to drag this a little bit out because we don't want to blow through this as quick as possible. This is the champion tournament. I don't want this to be over and done with as quick as possible, and there are fewer participants in this one. So, yeah. But does anybody have any other angle for Roger to go do really good at this other than this? Roll a d20 for Roger. Why? Roll a d20 for what? Like, intelligence? Because I'm not going to make this a thing where we just roll for, like, whoever gets the higher number wins the competition, because that's not fair. That's not good. Okay? If we're doing about it like in D&D, where it's like we're doing an intelligence check, well, that's a little bit complicated because what would be their modifiers? Like, what would Karasu's modifier be? You know what I mean? Like, what if Roger rolls a 10, but Karasu rolls an 8? I think Karasu's modifier would be higher than Roger's. So then we have that sort of problem. So I don't want this to just be a thing where we roll a d20. I have a d20 right here. I have a d20 and I have a coin we can flip for certain things, but I don't do that. Would the voice of all things be able to help Roger? So we talked about that. I think Roger would be able to look at the cryptogram and he'd be able to figure out, like, the general vibe of what the topic is. But he's not going to know it verbatim. He's not going to know what the sentence is. He cannot read the poneglyph script. He can just look at it and just be like, I kind of get the general vibes of what this thing is saying, but I don't act. That's the reason he needed Odin, okay? The whole reason he needed Odin was to translate the poneglyphs. If he could do it himself, if his voice of all things enabled him to just look at a poneglyph and be like, aye, matey, I know what this says, he would not need Odin, all right? So he cannot decode it, all right? The Advanced Future site, that's not how that works. Which member of the Roger Pirates was the code breaker before Odin? I don't think they had a code breaker. They had an intelligence operative. His name was Spencer. I don't know. He was probably the guy that was best at reading and code breaking probably before Odin showed up. And remember, Odin was only good at reading the poneglyph script. Odin wasn't like an expert in like cryptography or anything like that, right? Or ciphers or anything. He just knew how to read the poneglyph script because it was passed down through, the lineage of the shoguns and stuff like that, right? Yeah. It's probably Spencer. Yeah. Marcus Mars might have been able to help. Yeah. Yeah. Not Marcus Mars, sorry, Max Marks. Max Marks! But anyway, yeah, I think I'm leaning on Karasu here. I think we've tackled this. I think the only angle that Roger really has to win is voice of all things, but he'll just have a general vibe. He still needs to, like, write down exactly what the sentence or the phrase is. And that might narrow down the topic, but it's not, I think, good enough to actually decipher the whole thing. So let's go to the poll now. Who wins? But don't worry. Whoever loses will have a second chance. It's not one and out. It doesn't really matter what the cryptogram says. It's like a sentence. It can be the One Piece exists, or drink your Ovaltine, or I don't know, like something else, like, Shanks is a Figarland or something like that. I don't know. The real one is not among them. It could be that. I don't know. Like, it could be whatever. It doesn't really matter what the message is. Oh, yeah, that was a rough scene in the live action, yeah. The mustache is a lie! Pokemon go to the polls. Oh, man, bringing out a classic. Bringing back Hillary Clinton from 2016. Sentence, see a doctor regularly. And then Roger looks at it like, I do. Also, make sure to see your doctor, yes. All right, so Karasu is at 82%. Yeah. That's about right. Okay, so Karasu's got this. Karasu! You beat the king of the pirates. Karasu wins. They didn't even see, that's one of the ones they didn't even need their devil fruit for. Devil fruit is completely irrelevant on that one. Karasu, having a Logia didn't really do anything there. All right, Karasu wins round 1. Roger goes down to the losers bracket. I should probably write down the, yeah, we'll do that. So, wait, I forget what round 1 was, but let's just do round 2. That'll be 23 minutes in, we'll do. All right. We got like 20 seconds here. I'm gonna just write these down. Yeah, we got way less rounds this time around. I canceled my own funeral. Oh my god! Okay, we got round 2. The two doctors squaring off against each other. We have Dr. Correja and Dr. Vegapunk, the greatest medical doctor in the world and the greatest just scientist in the world, like engineer, chemist, biologist. Also pretty good at medical. I mean, like, he's making his own organs and stuff like that. He has like a medical facility on Egghead. So I would say overall, yeah, I mean, Vegapunk is the smartest guy in the entire world. So, like, if this was an intelligence-based competition, I would say Vegapunk has the advantage, unless it is specifically something medically based. And then I feel like it's going to be it's going to be Correja, but I think Vegapunk, we'd still have to debate it. MD versus PhD. I mean, I'm sure Correja also has a PhD or the equivalent. Now, what if this one? It'd be really funny if the last one was an intelligence-based one. It'd be really funny if this one was just a straight-up battle. All right, let's find out. A fashion show! Ah, damn! Who can create the most stylish outfit? Guys, I don't know about you, but Dr. Correja has style, all right? I don't know if you saw Katie Sagal. Katie Sagal playing Dr. Kureha in the live action. But yeah, I don't know though. Vegapunk makes that apple work. He makes the apple. Oh, this is the Stella. This is the Stella. This is not any of the satellites. This is the Stella. Okay, yeah. Dr. Kureha has drip. Yeah, she has drip. Who can create the most stylish outfit? Outdated fashion for sure. I don't even know if you would say Kureha is outdated in terms of her fashion. Let me see here really quick if I have an image of. Let me look under Drum Island. Let's see. Yeah. Here's Kureha right here. I mean, damn. I mean, come on. I mean, Kureha for Oh yeah, I forgot to do the intros. We have. At a very youthful 141 years old, 6'2" from the Grand Line, we have Dr. Kureha. And this is going to blow your mind. Hold off for a second here. Hailing from the futuristic land of Egghead, at a mighty 10'4", weighing at like, I don't know, 500 pounds because he's like 10 feet tall, with an apple for a head, we have the smartest man in the world, Dr. Vegapunk. The dude is 10'4", and the tallest guy in the world was 8'11", and he was around 450 pounds. So I would assume even if Vegapunk is an old guy, he's like 2 feet taller than that guy. So he's got to be like 500 pounds. You know what I mean? He's got to be. Yeah. All right. So Vegapunk's style. Now, this is a fashion show, so who can create the most stylish outfit, right? Vegapunk's style is very much polka-dotted shirts and lab coats. Yeah, he's 10 feet without the apple. With the apple, he's like the height of a giant. He's like 40 feet tall with the fucking head. With his full head. When he cut it off, he is 10 feet tall. Yes. Oh, man. Look at the flowing hair of Kureha. Yeah, like she's got the hair. She's got the style. I mean, Lilith's style is mid. She's just hot. Oh man. Now listen though. Vegapunk is the smartest guy in the world. So I don't think this is ever a particular field that he's been interested in. So I think Vegapunk is going to be like, oh, Quasar, okay, the world of fashion. This is something I've never really thought about before, but let's get to it. And so he sits down and he starts trying to come up with like these really crazy. I mean, look, if you've ever seen like a fashion show, people come out dressed like it's the craziest stuff you've ever seen that is not even close to being practical. That's kind of the whole point of a fashion show, right? You could come out with like you're wearing like you look like an airplane or something like that with like giant wings that jut out like 7 feet off of you, right? Like it's not practical. It's just fashion, right? Like that's what it's there for, right? So I'm saying that like Vegapunk could probably come up with something pretty unique and cool looking, right? Shaka is fly as fuck. But then Kureha loves the jackets and her cool flame pattern outfits. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Even if they have to make their outfits from scratch, they're both doctors. They know how to, do a needle and thread. Oh yeah. I think they would both be able. It's kind of also implied a lot of times, like in the One Piece world, like people make a lot of their own clothes because like some of their clothing is like so specifically tailored for them and contains like catchphrases and symbols and things. Like in the last episode of like in the live action we just saw, we had Luffy wearing an outfit that literally had the Straw Hat symbol on it. So I was like watching the live action and I'm like, where did Luffy get that? Like Nami had to knit that or like stitch that patch on for him. Because like there's no way Luffy's buying that somewhere, right? He had to buy an outfit and Nami literally had to design it to have the patch on there of the Straw Hat symbol, right? Yeah. Dog, we've seen 2 pairs of glasses. She can't lose this. All right. That is true. She does wear 2 pairs of glasses. There's a lot of creativity to this, too, yeah. Yeah, Kureha also has custom chopper shirts. So she's definitely designing her own clothes. She's making her own clothing. Yeah. Like, even in this outfit right here, like the outfit I just showed. Hold on, let me pull that up again. Because we see an outfit when she's in, yeah, when she shows up later. But in this outfit right here, yeah, Kureha's literally wearing a shirt that has Chopper's symbol and Hiraluk's hat. There's no way she bought that somewhere. She made that thing. All right? I guess she could have commissioned it for somebody to make it for her, but I'm pretty sure she lives up in a castle all by herself. She made that shit herself. All right? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, this is tough. I actually don't know who to root for here. Yeah. She stays trendy. All right, I think I'm going to go with it. I think we start the poll. Kureha or Vegapunk. This could go either way. This might be a draw. Now, okay. Now, before I push this, I want to go over the rules of the draws before, because we change this every time. Because of the way this works, okay. So what did we say? 52 or 53? We got to decide now. I'm going to say 52. If the poll hits 52 at any point, it's a draw and we go again. All right? That's the rule. If it says 52 at any point, we redo it. Okay? Here we go. $50. Okay. No, there we okay. I think it's a draw. Holy shit, it actually is kind of a draw. Yeah. Holy shit, yeah. Yo, I actually made it to a live stream. Woo. Hey man, how you doing? I think we do it. It was a draw there for a minute. Yeah. It's too close. It's too close. Yeah. Yeah, it's a draw. That's a draw. Okay. We also, okay. Do we also want to wait like 2 seconds after I push the button? Or is it like, it's 55. It said 52 though. Okay, wait a minute. All right, hold on. We got to check this out too. All right. Going forward then. Yeah, that's a 10% difference. Okay, well then what's the rule then? Do we wait? We need a minimal amount of time after I push the button. That's what we need. Okay, I'll do this again. But we need a minimal amount of time then. All right? Let's wait 2 minutes. I feel like 2 minutes is too long. How about we wait... How about we do 30 seconds? I think 30 seconds is enough time for... Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think 30 seconds is enough time for most of the votes to be tallied and then leveled out. Because if I just do it the moment I push the button, then that's like, yeah. Okay, I agree with that. 30 is fair. Okay, we're going to do this again. So the rule is 30 seconds. And after 30 seconds, if it's 52, 51, or 50 or anything like that, we call it a draw. All right, that's fair. Okay, we'll do this again. All right. Kureha, Vegapunk. All right, we'll wait 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. It's always a trick because I wouldn't have to do this if there wasn't like a 1% margin of error, like 2% margin of error with these polls. All right, because we've had polls that say like 50%, 51% or shit, or like 49, like 48, 50, and then there's like 1% missing. Like we've had weird poll results on here before. All right, 30 seconds. I'm looking up. I'm keeping track. All right. You guys can keep track too. Yeah. All right, I think that's about 30 seconds. All right. You guys got about 30 seconds? That's about what I got. All right, so 56%. Kureha's got it. Yep. Kureha wins. It's above 53. It's above 52. She wins. All right. There we go. I think we got it. I think I finally nailed it. In the final tournament that we're doing of these. Oh, I also want to clarify. we are going to be doing more tournaments, but they're not going to be like One Piece characters. I really liked it when we did that tournament for the charity stream, the Slapdash tournament, when we had like Batman versus like Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and like Godzilla and Marv from Home Alone. That was really fun. So I kind of want to do that again. I kind of want to do that again with a bunch of, I have a list I drew up of like a bunch of random fictional characters. I kind of want to do that again. But when it comes to One Piece characters, I think this will be the last one. I mean, maybe we'll do another one, but it'll be quite some time from now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Walter White. I want to bring back Walter White. I want to have, I want to bring in Saul. You know, like that would be really fun. Okay, Kureha's got it. She beat Vegapunk. All right. So, next round, 35 minutes. All right, round 3 of the champion tournament. We have in the blue corner, we got the sniper of the Straw Hat Crew, standing a perfect height of 5'9" and built out of solid muscle and granite, probably weighing like 5 billion tons of compressed power. God Usopp! And in the red corner, standing at an epic 9'1", even taller than the king of the pirates, the musician of the Straw Hat Crew, the Soul King, weighing at like, I don't know, like 30 pounds because he's a skeleton. We have Humming Brook. Woo! All right. 2 of the Straw Hats battling together, going up against one another. Usopp's looking at Brook. They probably exchange a nice, honorable handshake. I think Usopp going into this fight is a little intimidated, though. I think he's a little scared because Usopp knows what Brook is capable of, but Brook also knows what Usopp is capable of. I think they're kind of both going into this like if it was Zoro or Sanji fighting against Usopp, I think they would be respectful, but then they would also realize that, like, I definitely got this. You know what I mean? Like, Usopp's going to try his best, but ultimately we all know who's going to win here. I think Brook is stronger than Usopp, but I think Brook going into this would also be like, Usopp is very strong. I better not let my guard down. I think that would be the angle Brook would have going into this. Yeah. All right, here we go. What are they going to be doing? I kind of want them to have a straight-up fight, but we'll see. Ooh, this is, I think, good for both of them. Solve a murder mystery. Who can figure out a whodunit first? All right, so this is like, there's a big mansion. I'm picturing a big mansion with, like, a dead body in the kitchen. Like, the butler is, like, horribly murdered, like, decapitated. And now they have to go throughout the entire mansion separately and try to figure out who did it. That is, I think, really good for both of them. I think they're both more intelligent characters. Brook is a better fighter, but I think they're both pretty smart, and I think that they would both have a pretty solid chance of doing this. But Usopp, I think, would be better at this. I think Usopp being like, I think he would be just relieved that he doesn't actually have to fight anybody. He'd also probably be a little scared because he is in a house where there clearly was a murder that took place. But I feel like, are there ghosts present? No, because there's actually another challenge that involves ghosts. So I'm not going to have ghosts here right now. It's literally just like, it's like, if you ever seen the movie Clue with Tim Curry, you know, have you ever seen Clue? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. But yeah, this is about like examining the crime scene, finding clues, you know, interrogating suspects. Usopp takes like the maid into a side room and is just like, "Where were you at exactly 6:42 p.m. this evening?" I was in the pantry. The pantry. What were you doing? You know what I mean? This would be actually a cool cool short episode. I would watch this. I would watch Usopp and Brook trying to solve a murder mystery. I would definitely watch that. It's actually kind of cool. You know, Usopp, I would be a corpse, but I can't die. There would be, yeah, Brook would be like, well, I would first get into I will get into the mind of the corpse, and he just lays on the ground. Yeah. It's crazy you reference the movie and not the board game, because the movie is hilarious. If you've never seen the original Clue movie, go watch it. It's great. Yeah, and Chopper is Scooby-Doo. Yeah. What if it's all of the other Straw Hats, and it's like they have to figure out which one of the Straw Hats is a fucking murderer. And it's like, Nami, where were you at exactly 6:42 p.m.? What were you doing? Nami's there wearing like a feathered boa with like a fan. She's like, I was in the library reading about maps. You know, it's a likely story. It's Zoro. Zoro's just over at the bar like, I did it. I'll just tell you straight. It's like, yeah, I have blood on my sword. It's not even a murder mystery. I did it. Oh, my God. Jinbei did it. Yeah. Chopper is there. Like, Chopper, where were you? What were you doing? Well, I was in the room with the medical equipment. Okay, you're acting really nervous right now, Chopper. Who was murdered? Yeah, that's a good question. All right, if the Straw Hats are all of the suspects, who was the person that was murdered? I don't know. Bartolomeo? Bartolomeo was found murdered. Buggy the Clown was found dead in the kitchen. Who killed him? I guess Buggy couldn't be decapitated. That wouldn't really work for Buggy. Yeah. Ace was found murdered in the kitchen. Yeah, and then Zoro's just like, yeah, I killed him. I did it. Spawned him. Yeah, Condiriano. Oh, my God. Vivi was found murdered. Foxy. I don't know. These are all good ones. Yeah. Yeah, I like Foxy because I hate Foxy. So Foxy, the fox, Foxy the sexy fox, was found murdered in the kitchen. Who killed him? Could have been anybody. Could have been anyone. He had a lot of enemies. Oh, yeah. But yeah, okay, so that actually works because Brook and the Usopp start just like searching the house for clues, interrogating the Straw Hats. You know, no, I mean the sexy fox. He has the sexy Foxy is the name of his ship. Yeah, yes, they go and interrogate Jinbei, Robin. Robin would probably be really okay. This is how an interrogation with Robin would go. It'd be like, Robin, you know the victim was found decapitated, right? Yes, I suspect his trachea was ripped apart and he was essentially severed and the spinal cord snapped and the killer probably twisted the head off for their own sick pleasure. And everyone's there like, so did you do it? Oh, no, I'm innocent. But she was so morbid about the description of how the guy was murdered, you know? It's Foxy. Oh, yeah, it's like the murder on the Orient Express. It turns out everyone did it. Do the poll. I have stuff to do. All right. I'll do the poll. I'm just having fun with this, like, murder mystery scenario. It's actually really funny. Oh, man. Let's see. Sanji was like, Sanji, you were in the kitchen when this occurred. I was in the kitchen, yes, but I actually went into the pantry with the maid. I was with the maid at the time. Dun 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 dun. Oh, man. We're waiting 30 seconds. Oda did say Brook would be a detective in real life. That is true. But I want to say Usopp also has detective skills. Yeah, Luffy was eating meat at the time. Okay. Okay, it's been 30 seconds, and Brooks got this, and it's because, yes, I forgot to mention it, but a lot of you did remember it, and that's a pretty good idea. Oda did say that Brooks' actual, like, profession in real life would be a detective. I can't remember what Usopp's was. What was Usopp's? Somebody let me know about that. I think it was like, no, Sanji was a hairdresser. Because it would have been so easy for Sanji just to be a chef, so I think Oda went a little bit different with it. Yeah, also, I mean, Brook's been dead before. Actually, you joke about that. I don't know if you know. I know Sanji was the hairdresser. I can't remember what Usopp was. But, like, Brook being around the dead bodies of his crewmates actually might help here because he might be able to actually piece together how they were murdered. Like, Brook would at least be able to, like, I don't know, figure out, like, oh, this is how the skeleton was decapitated or cut, so this was the weapon that did it or something. Like, I don't know. I think he was a graphic designer. Yeah, he was a graphic designer. That's right. Yeah. Okay, Usopp's clever, but Brook has experience with death. All right, that makes sense. All right, Brook's got it. Brook beats Usopp in the detective. So who did it? Who murdered it? I was Zoro. I mean, yeah, it was Zoro killed Foxy. He's like, yeah, I killed Foxy. I'd do it again too. Glug 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 glug. He's over there just drinking at the bar. Yeah, Zoro killed Foxy. Yep. All right. Let me end this poll here. Plot twist. It was Chopper. Oh my god, that would be a plot twist. All right, we'll do 45 minutes in for round 4. I'm keeping track of these for the time codes to make it easier. Chopper's like, I knew you guys would figure me out. Damn you. It was me this whole time. He pulls out his scalpel. All right, here we go. All right, round 4. We have weighing in at probably several tons of mechanical marvels of Egghead and being over 22 feet tall, we have Bartholomew the Tyrant Kuma. And in the other corner, a very voluptuous 6'2", weighing it at, I don't know, probably around like 150 pounds or so. We have the brilliant archaeologist of the Straw Hat Crew and wielder of the Hana Hana no Mi. We have Nico Robin, Devil Child. All right, this is actually, for first round in the tournament, these actually ended up really well. Like Vegapunk versus Correa, Usopp versus Brook, Kuma versus Robin. I think they would have a very respectful like handshake. Same thing with a lot of the other competitors. I think they would get along very well, and they would just go in. Yeah, Robin is canonically 6'2". Her and Correa are actually the same height. They're both 6'2". Yeah. So what are they going to be doing? Let's see what they're doing. Ooh, fancy dinner etiquette challenge. Delicately pour tea using the right fork and politely compliment your opponent. Shit, they're both good at this. They are both canonically good at this. Because Robin is very professional, and I think most of that has to come from the fact she's had to play a lot of different roles in her life. So Robin is definitely the kind of person that could put on a fancy evening dress and know which kind of like fork is the salad fork and things like that. But also, Kuma knows how to do that too, because he's done like a lot of tea parties with Bonnie and shit. Right? He's the dad, so he's had to sit down and like pretend to be at a tea party with Bonnie and everything. So I feel like Kuma would also be really good at that. All right? Like, I think he would be. Oh, man. Robin takes this. Do not rage bait. Hey, I have to be honest. I think Kuma knows something or a thing or two about proper dinner etiquette. All right? He was a priest. He was very quiet and soft-spoken and very, very kind and considerate to people. I feel like Kuma would be able to sit down at a table and know which one is the salad fork. I feel like he would know how to do that, yeah. I think Bonnie did tea parties. Every little kid did tea parties. I had an easy bake oven when I grew up, you know? Okay, a children's tea party does not equal a fancy dinner. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. Sure, okay. Who are the dinner guests? I don't know. Okay, all right, here's what I'll do. This is something fun I could do. All right. For the dinner guests, this isn't going to really apply to anything. It just matters about your etiquette. But I'll roll this D20. The higher the number is, like, let's say if I roll a 20, it would be like Cobra or like an ally of the Straw Hats, somebody that I get along really good terms with, okay? And then if I roll the lower number, let's say like if it's a 1, it's like Wapple, all right? It's like somebody that everybody hates. All right, let's do that. And if it's like a 10, it's, I don't know, some random kingdom like T the Fourth or something like that. By the way, we see the Reverie in live action season 2, and it's so cool. They got all the King's outfits right. We see King Tacos. We see T the Fourth. It's great. We see Seki. We see the vampire dude. Fantastic. Okay. This doesn't have anything to do with anything. This is just for flavor. This is literally the D20 is for flavor. 20 is emu. Yeah, okay. No. 16. All right, so the higher the number, the more allied the nation. I don't know. It's King Riku Dold III, I guess. They're hanging out with King Riku Dold III or King Elizabello II, a king that's chill. All right, they're not like eating at like Wapple's banquet or something like that. It's a king that's more chill, more of an ally than not. All right, there you go. So in which case, Robin and Kuma both show up wearing fancy evening attire. Robin is wearing her sexy dress from film 7, I think it was. Let's pull that up for research purposes again. Robin, movie 7. I'm we need to understand, right? Like we need to realize here. Hold on a minute. It's like, yeah. Let's see here. Which one is... Let's see, try to get a good image here. I mean, these are all blurry. Been watching your content for 4 years. Cool. Nice to have you. All right, this image is kind of pixelated. It's a little blurry, but it gets the point across. There you go. There's Nami and Robin from movie 7. Okay, it's a little pixelated, but that's... Robin shows up wearing that outfit, her sexy dinnerwear outfit with the plunging neckline. It's just, yeah. And, you know, Kuma shows up wearing a nice tuxedo. Kuma has a little bow tie. Kuma walks in wearing a comically small bow tie. His hair is all slicked back and everything like that, yes. That's a wine dress, not a tea dress. Yeah, I think Robin could be equally polite as Kuma, just because I think she's had to do that at multiple times in order to survive, really. What is this, Code Geass? Yeah. Oh, the outfits in Code Geass, yes. All right, let's start a poll. Yeah, I think I've pretty much said everything. So they go and join King Riku Dold III at Dressrosa Castle for a lovely dinner. And Kuma and Robin both show up. Yeah. Yeah, Kuma was also a king, but he wasn't the kind of king. He didn't live in a castle. Kuma did not grow up. Listen, a lot of the stuff about being a king is you grow up as the prince first, and you learn about all that etiquette and stuff when you're a child and you grow up in your formative years. Then you become the king, and then you know. Kuma became the king just sort of because everybody wanted him to. He didn't have any experience in that, and then he just made Bulldog the king, like the acting king. So, like, he's never actually, like, lived in a castle or learned all of the stuff that royalty actually learned. That's not how Kuma was raised. But he would be very polite, yes. All right, 30 seconds. I think that was about like 15 or so, like probably close to... I'll just wait until we get to the new minute. But I feel like Robin's kind of got this. Yeah, he lived a very humble life. Not to say that he wouldn't know how to be polite when he sits down at dinner. I think he would be polite. But then again, I can picture him, like, if you lay out like a bunch of stuff in front of him, and like there's like 7 forks in front of you, I feel like Kuma might accidentally like, which one is the hors d'oeuvre fork again? Like, I feel like he wouldn't like, I'm not sure about this one. He was a slave in the castle. Does that count? No. All right, Robin has this. Yeah. All right, Robin takes it. All right, there we go. Round 4 is over. So now we're going to move down to the loser bracket, I believe. Yeah, Kuma is also just a big guy, too. So, like, he's got to be careful with that. I think he's able to, be cautious when picking delicate objects up and things like that, but he's got to be careful. Kuma just begins to sweat. Which one's the salad fork again? I don't want to be an asshole. That would be me at a dinner party. If I went to a fancy dinner party, I'd sit down and there'd be like 20 different pairs of silverware. Wait, hold on a minute. I got to look at something. Fancy dinner plate setting. Hold on. I got to look at like how complicated this could actually get. Oh, Lord. This would be bad. This would be bad. If I walked into a fancy dinner party and this shit was in front of me, oh boy, there are 4 forks in front of me. Oh, there's 3 glasses. Ah, fuck. There are 4 forks in front of me. There are 3 knives and there are 2 spoons. Which one is the dessert spoon and which one is the soup spoon? I don't know. Unless they were not labeled like they were right now, I would be so fucked. Ah, man. There's a fork just for fish. Why? Yeah, Kikuma is gonna get overwhelmed by this. Don't you dare eat off of the chaser. What the fuck is a chaser? I've been to a lot of fancy parties. They're fun. No, don't get me wrong. They look fun. I would have to keep this, like, I would memorize this shit for, like, a week before I went in there, and I was like, I would have to memorize this. I would have to know. Yes, the charger, yes. Yeah. Oh, that would be tough. Okay, so let's go down to the losers bracket here. All right, 55 minutes. All right, loser bracket, round number 5. We have Goldie Roger versus Dr. Vegapunk. So, I mean, this is pretty much like set and done if it's a battle. If it's a fight and the buffs and debuffs just aren't something relevant, then Roger obviously has this. But let's see. If it's anything battle-based, Roger's got it. If it's anything intelligence-based, Vegapunk's got it. I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, let's see what we got. A chess match. Oh, shit, Roger, you are cooked. A fucking chess match. Okay. Whatever. Oh, dude. Well, can Roger even play chess? Does Roger even know how to play chess? Oh, my God. Oh, this is it. Pack it up. Pack it up. Oh, man. But Future Sight, though. Future Sight, though. Oh, man. Future Sight's not going to help you at all because let's say Vegapunk, let's say Roger uses Future Sight and he can see Vegapunk moving his knight. Okay, Roger, if he does not know, I do not think Roger knows how to play chess. I legitimately do not see Roger as a... You tell me straight up to my face that Goldie Roger looks like a man that knows how to play chess. Well, all right? Like, even, like, normal, like, level, like, middle school chess club level. You tell me if he has those skills. All right? Damn shame. Yeah. He'd deck him and win that way. You can't win. You can't win by physical violence. If you sit down for a chess match and you punch out your opponent, I think that's a disqualification. I don't know the rules of chess, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure in most competitions like that, if you do anything to lay a hand on your opponent, even if you were to like reach over and like if you were playing chess, straight up, like in a professional tournament, if you're playing chess and your opponent goes over and like slaps your hand or grabs your hand or touches you, I'm pretty sure that's a disqualification, probably right away. All right? It's not chess boxing. Chess boxing is on there. It is on there. But this is just a chess match. All right? This is just a chess match. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, there's a time pressure too. Oh, yeah, if it's speed chess. Yeah. A chess machine actually broke a kid's finger once mid-match. Holy shit, really? That's crazy. You know? Yeah, I know chess boxing exists, and it's on the list, but it isn't this. All right. 600 or lower elo for Roger. Yeah, probably. All right, let's go to the poll. I do the poll no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's a wash or whatever. We do the poll no matter what. But, yeah, let's do it. I'm fair, if nothing else. I will not just say whoever wins, wins, and let's move on. We will do the poll. But this one is so... This one is just so out of the park. I just really can't really think of anything else. They sit down, dude, even if Vegapunk gives Roger, like, let's say he gives him a handicap and Vegapunk explains how each of the pieces move before the match starts. Like, Vegapunk is like, Quasar, do you need some help? Do you need a refresher? All right, this is how the bishops move. This is how you castle. This is how you move the knight. This is how you move the pawns. You know, the pawns can take pieces that way. Like, even if Roger's like, aye, matey, thank you for the lessons. Like, even if Roger had a little cheat sheet next to him to remind him how all the pieces move, Vegapunk still has this. Vegapunk still fucking blows this out of the water. You know what I mean? This isn't even fucking close. Yeah. Even if they're using that like chess up board I have, which is really cool. It's this cool chessboard I have that actually, when it's touch sensitive, so when you touch the pieces, it shows you where the pieces can move and everything. You can play against bots online. It connects to Wi-Fi. It's a really cool. I got it for Christmas this year. It's a really cool chessboard. I would definitely recommend. And Future Sight is not helping here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, yeah, Vegapunk has it. Vegapunk beats the chess match. What do you think Vegapunk's elo is? It's probably, he is a grandmaster at least. He is probably, in our world, he would probably be one of the best, if not the best chess players in the entire fucking world, right? Has Vegapunk, the smartest man in the world, ever played chess? I think him and the fucking satellites play chess constantly. Okay, I think they do that constantly. Yes. Yeah. Alrighty. So that one was a wash. Vegapunk's got it. All right. So where are we at? Oh, perfect. 1 hour exactly. All right, moving down to round 6 of the loser bracket, we have Usopp versus Kuma. Okay. We haven't gotten any battles yet, and I got to be honest with you, if this one is the battle, I don't know. This is going to be tricky. Oh, a parkour race. Navigate an obstacle course with agility. All right, now here's the deal, because I can see people going 2 different directions with this. Yes, Kuma does have the pawpaw fruit, and he can send himself flying. But this is parkour. All right? I'm not saying that couldn't help with parkour, but this isn't like Kuma just uses his devil fruit to get to the end of the, like, just to zip to the finish line and win. Because that's not doing parkour. All right? You have an obstacle course that you have to complete using parkour, and you have to jump around and do all that shit, right? Okay. So Kuma can do it. I'm not saying he can't. And we'll say that the parkour course is, let's say there's a course for Kuma and a course for Usopp, because Kuma's like huge. I'm not going to say Kuma's too big, he can't do it. He has a course that's fit for him. I'm just saying he can't just use his devil fruit to just skip all of the obstacles and get to the end, because that's not doing parkour at that point. You know, but he is also extremely agile. He can be, but Usopp also is really good. Yeah, he can use that to propel himself. I think he could do it that way. He could do some cool shit with propelling himself and stuff like that. Yeah, that is not the description of parkour. Yeah. No. Okay, listen. So, first of all, okay, I'm just going to say this right at the beginning. I've said this in all the other tournaments, but I didn't say it in this one. When these challenges come up, there is no like, oh, Roger just stabs Vegapunk and just wins because he's dead now. Like, that defeats the purpose of this. Kuma cannot just go over to Usopp and hit him and send him flying off. Aha! Usopp is now 5 miles away, so Kuma wins by default. That defeats the spirit of this. They have to do the challenge. They are doing the challenge. All right? Usopp does fall down a lot. Yeah, but he's also pretty agile. You saw him with the Usopp grappling hook thing in Skypiea. He could do some cool shit with that. Yeah, Usopp has the grappling hook and shit. Kuma jumped in to save Bonnie. Yeah, Kuma can do it too. I'm not saying that they couldn't. I'm just like, there is a parkour course. There is an obstacle course that is designed for jumping and like ducking and like spinning around certain things and like narrow like ledges they have to walk on and jump and flip and do all the things that you have to do in parkour, like jump down like doop 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 doop, like jump down a building that way, like through different things they have to land on. They have to do rolls and cartwheels and all sorts of shit. It's parkour. Yeah. I'm thinking more of like not military parkour. I'm thinking of like the ninja parkour kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of more of that kind of stuff. Yeah. This is human Kuma. He has like robotic stuff in him, but he's not the PX0. He's not like he's not brainwashed. He's not brain dead at this point. Like, he's Kuma. He has his personality. You want to say Kuma during like Thriller Bark or something like that. I do that. He still has his personality. Is Usopp scared? I mean, I don't see why Usopp would be scared of this. Because, like, jumping around and, like, he kind of does that. I don't know. Maybe, is Usopp afraid of heights? Like, heights that are really high up, I guess. Maybe he'd be a little afraid of heights. I don't know if Usopp would be that fucking terrified where he wouldn't be able to participate in this. He's not facing off against a giant monster or anything. Yeah. He's not being chased by like a dragon trying to kill him or anything. He just has to do parkour. It's an obstacle course too, so I don't think it's going to be deadly. I don't think it's going to be like you make one wrong move, you're going to fall in molten lava or some shit. It's not like that. Yeah. I don't know. This is interesting. This is an interesting one. I think I'm just going to put it to the poll and see where it goes with that, like in terms of like who has the most agility. You guys have seen like parkour stuff like that. Let's pull up a parkour like obstacle course. Let's like get an idea of what they look like just to kind of put it in people's head. Parkour obstacle course. Let me think here. Something that I'm thinking of here. Like something kind of like this. Something like this, but obviously it's going to be built up a lot more. It's going to be bigger for Kuma, obviously. But like something like this, probably. Just think of this, but like, you know, over a wider area and probably like a lot bigger and built up and detailed and things like that. But like shit like this. Maybe the structures are a little taller than this, so you have to kind of like walk around on a ledge or something, but there's like nets underneath you or like stuff to catch you. You know, it's like American Ninja kind of stuff like that. Yeah, like Ninja Warrior. Yeah. I'm going to say it's decently long. Like it's like it's not something they're just going to get done with in like 30 seconds. I would say. I'd say it's a course, you know, maybe like a 5 to 10 minutes kind of thing of parkouring. It's definitely going to make you sweat. It's definitely going to, you know, stamina is a factor here, but Usopp's got stamina too. It's not going to be like an hour to get through the whole course or anything. But all right, I think we'll do the poll. Who wins? Somebody asked me earlier, what did I think of the most recent death battles? I did see a death battle recently. Ichigo versus Yusuke I saw. I like that one. I like that one. I thought it was pretty good. I think they did pretty good job with a lot of the animations and stuff now. And then the live action thing they did with Buffy and Blade, that was really cool. Yeah. So 30 seconds. Yeah. I didn't see the Cell one, no. Kuma can teleport. That's great. Kuma can teleport. Teleporting from one end of parkour field to the other end of parkour field, that's not doing parkour. You know, that's like saying, like, oh, I have to do this obstacle course, and then I just walk around it to the other side and be like, haha, I win. It's just like you didn't do anything. You walked around it. You need strength. You need stamina. You need agility, definitely. You need a bunch of things. But even if the course is fit for Kuma's size, he still needs to, like, balance on a ledge. It would just be a bigger ledge for him, but it would still be a narrow ledge. Yeah, it's not time-based, it's skill-based. When did Death Battle ever do a live-action Death Battle? Watch the Blade versus Buffy one. Totally live action. It's really cool. They got actors for it and everything. Alrighty. Yeah, we have it. Usopp's got it. Usopp beats Kuma. Oh, man, that means Kuma's out of the tournament. That means Roger's out of the tournament, too, which is kind of nice because I kind of wanted to... I didn't want Roger to win this because Roger's just king of the pirates. And so he's like, yes, Roger, we know you have a big swinging dick. We know, Roger. Jeez. We know Goldie Roger has a big swinging dick. Okay. Oh, no. Kuma did not win that. Usopp won that. There we go. Usopp won! They've done 3 live actions. Yeah, I've only seen the one. What are the other ones? All right, so Kuma's out, but Robin is still in it, so I'm rooting for Robin the whole way. Kuma, you did a good job. You did all right, Robin. I mean, you did okay, Kuma. All right, what do we got here? That was round 6. So round 7 is back up here. Okay. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. We'll do 1 hour and 9 minutes. How many rounds could this possibly be? 15 rounds at most. All right. Yeah, we only have 15. I mean, we only have 8 members here. Oh, we didn't die. He just lost the tournament. But Bonnie comes up to Kuma after and is just like, "It's okay, Dad. You tried your best." "Oh, Bonnie, thank you so much." No, that's nice. That's nice. And then they walk off together and go get ice cream. There you go. They get their happy ending. All right, we got like 5 more seconds and we'll start. Alrighty, we have round 7. Back up in the winner's bracket, we have Karasu versus Dr. Kureha. Now remember, it doesn't matter who loses. They're not out of the tournament for good, so yeah. But all right, Karasu versus Kureha. Is this one finally going to be a battle? A hot dog eating contest. I brought this one back. We did this one before, but we had to bring this one back. Hot dog eating contest. Who can eat the most in a set time? So this is like, I think we did 10 minutes last time for this. So let's do it again. I guess 10 minutes. Who can eat the most hot dogs in 10 minutes? Who's going to be Joey Chestnut on this one? All right. So Karasu is actually, this is actually something apt that I put their weights and heights, or at least their heights on this. Karasu is 8'8", and Kureha is 6'2". So Karasu definitely has a height advantage and also a weight advantage and also probably just like a bulkier guy. Karasu's not 3 times bigger than Kureha, but he's about 2.5 feet taller than her. And he's also a little bulkier too. Now, one thing that I want to check before we go into this, because this is relevant. What are their favorite foods? Because Oda has listed favorite and least favorite foods. If Karasu's least favorite food is a glizzy, that's going to be a factor. Karasu's favorite foods are wieners. Are you fucking kidding me? No way. No fucking way is that canon. Hold on. Are you fucking serious? Desktop. Hold on a minute. I need to show you this. This is from the wiki. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Karasu's favorite foods are wieners. Ah! It's the perfect contest! It's the perfect contest! Oh my god, he's having a fucking field day with this. He probably does. Also, his hobby is volunteering, which is really nice. Picture Karasu working down at the soup kitchen or at the Humane Society dealing with the little puppies and everything like that. I changed the wiki in his favor. No, I remember that now because I remember doing which SBS was this? This is SBS 84. I think I remember reading this. I remember reading this in the SBSs and making a video on this, if I remember correctly, because I remember it being funny that his favorite food were wieners. Hold on, let me pull out the. Hold on. Okay. Volume 84. Let me look at this really quick because I want to say what if they just say wieners in the official dub, in the SBS. Holy shit, man. You gotta be kidding me. He high rolled that. He high rolled that, and you cannot debate that. He just is. He just wins. Oh, my God. It's not on that one. Where is it here? No, that's not who. That's who crunches their ice. Maybe it's at the beginning of the chapter. It's not on that one. Hold on, I'll find it. My God, where is it? It said volume 84. The fuck? Karasu's favorite food. Oh, SBS volume 91. Oh, it's volume 91. Okay. You know, I was going to say that was weird because that was during Whole Cake Island, and I think that was before Karasu even was introduced. So I thought that was a little weird, but I saw it says volume 91, page 84. So I was looking at the page number. It got cut off. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Hobbies, volunteering, likes, sausages. Okay, so it's sausages in this one, but hot dogs and sausages are kind of the same thing. I mean, like they are. It's wieners. The wiki says wieners. All right. So holy shit. Now what are Kureha's favorite foods? Okay, so this is why I love Oda. He actually includes like favorite foods and stuff. Um, Kureha's favorite foods are alcoholic beverages and umeboshi. That's like a Japanese like pickled. It's a pickled plum kind of thing. Okay, so that's not has anything to do with that doesn't have anything to do with hot dogs. All right, she's not a vegan. No, she's not a vegan. She just likes booze and like pickled. She likes pickled vegetables and pickled eggs and pickles and probably stuff like that is what she enjoys. She likes very sour things, right? Okay. Um oh my god, is Karasu a throat? Jesus. Yeah, I mean I guess he is. I mean canonically he loves sausages, so I'm guessing he is. Okay. So we're going to go to the poll now, keeping in mind that Karasu's favorite food canonically are wieners. All right? Who's winning the fucking hot dog eating contest? He's also 2.5 feet larger than Kureha. All right, 30 seconds. Go. Just came in from that chapter review from 14 years ago. Oh, yeah. For some reason, YouTube decided to promote a chapter review of One Piece I did way back during the Fishman Island arc in like 2011. It was crazy. Yeah. This might be the most. This might be more uneven than the Vegapunk chess thing. You know, seriously. Karasu is probably so happy. I'm picturing an ecstatic Karasu where they're sitting around trying to figure out what challenge they're going to have to do, and Karasu's like getting ready for a fight and shit. And then it just comes up hot dog eating contest. And Karasu just, you don't see his mouth because of the mask. He has to take the mask off to eat, but it's just, he just smiles like, this is my favorite food. It was actually my first review of One Piece. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't picture that. Yeah, that's what makes it funny. He takes off his mask and he's smiling super creepily. What if Karasu has like razor teeth? Like his teeth are like a shark or some shit like that. But he's like smiling because he's so happy. The Glizzy Gladiator! Karasu! Karasu, that's your new title, the Glizzy Gladiator. If I'm going to commission the artwork, if Karasu wins this, it's going to be Karasu sitting in front of a table with a bunch of hot dogs in front of him. That's going to be, I'm going to commission an artist to draw that shit, and I'm going to have that framed back here. Karasu just eating a shit ton of hot dogs. All right. He was number 1 when Karasu wins this, not if he wins this teching. I can't believe his favorite food is fucking hot dogs. That is great. Oh, man. Okay. Karasu wins. Karasu wins it. Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. 117, so we got a little while. Karasu. All right, so then we go round 8. That's up next. Oh, 2 more straw. Oh, this is rough. This is going to be rough. Okay. Brooke versus Nico Robin. Straw Hat versus Straw Hat. Once again. Although, if nothing else, the 3 Straw Hats that ended up in this, Usopp, Brooke, and Robin, they're like the Straw Hats that are, yes, very multifaceted, but also very respectful. You know what I mean? So I think, yeah, Brooke and Robin would shake hands and be like, good luck to you, Robin-san. It's like, good luck, Brooke. I hope you do well. I hope you win. You know, I think they'd be very honorable with both of these. Okay. Holy crap. What are they doing? Potions class. This is the one that I recycled from the Halloween one because I thought it was pretty funny. Brew a concoction using randomly assigned ingredients for Professor Snape. All right, so they are in Professor Snape's potions class, and it's basically a chemistry class. They gotta sit down and they gotta read a book and they gotta mix potions together and they gotta make a concoction. All right. Brooke can do spooky spirit stuff. I don't know how turning into a ghost is going to help you with chemistry. I don't know how that's going to canonically help you there. But Brooke could follow directions. I mean, randomly assigned ingredients. Like, you have the potions handbook right there. Maybe Brooke gets the one. Wait. Which one gets the one from the Half-Blood Prince? I'm probably not going to include that because that's, like, unfair. But, like, yeah. So, Binks's brew? Yeah, I mean, this is tough because this is like one of those assignments that Brooke can't music his way out of. He can't just like, I will sing a song and sway people to my way of thinking. It's like, you need to do something. You need to make a potion. And I don't know, picturing fucking Professor Snape being like, well, I don't know how to make your potions, Professor Snape, but I can sing you a song. Do-do-do-do. Oh, my name is Brooke. I'm born to be wild. Born to be wild. 50 points from Gryffindor, Mr. Brooke. What houses would... Okay, Robin is a Ravenclaw. That's not even close. Brooke would probably actually be a Hufflepuff. I'm feeling... Well, maybe they would both be in Ravenclaw. I don't know. Robin's definitely Ravenclaw. Like, that's not even a debate. She's brilliant. So, yeah. I don't think they have any idea on how to make potions. I mean, like, if they're in potions class and they have a textbook and they're like, here's a bunch of ingredients. Here's your wormwood root and your wolf's bane and your troll tooth or whatever the hell that they have to work with. You know what I mean? Like, here is your phoenix feathers. You will mix them together in a dilution exactly 3-to-1, and you will make this potion. Yeah. Brooke has had interactions with cultists before. I guess. Is Snape a cultist? I mean, he was pretending to be a part of the Death Eaters, I guess. I don't know. I think it really helps him here. Snape is really hard to impress. That's the problem. Like, Snape is not the kind of guy that's going to be swayed by, like... It's really hard to get him on your side. You know what I mean? It's fucking Snape, all right? The dude is a pretty big sad sack. Robin knows poisons, at least, from Crocodile. Yeah, that's true. She would probably be able to make poisons and stuff. It just says brew a concoction. It doesn't mean... It doesn't say it's a specific thing. I think it's just, like, who's better at doing potions or chemistry. Yeah. Potion ingredient, the afro of a skeleton. I put my soul into this. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And I think fucking Snape would just look at him and just be like, your delusion is terrifying. Yeah. Mr. Funny Bones versus Miss Bonebreaker. Yeah, kind of. Brooke tries to do chemistry. I think Brooke would just be like, he would do his best and he would read the instructions. He might be able to do it okay. I just think Robin is better suited to this. I think when it comes to, like, I think Brooke, okay. Has Robin ever, do you think, in her life done things where she's made, like, she's done, like, chemistry work or mixing herbs together or potions or poisons or, like, do you think Robin has ever done that shit before? And I think the answer is probably yes. Probably not often, but I feel like as an assassin, she's probably at least made poison a few times, right? As for Brooke, I don't really see him ever doing this kind of stuff. He was never a doctor. He was never a chemist. Maybe with Chopper. Yeah, I could see Robin maybe working with Chopper a little bit on that. There was even a filler arc where they kind of worked together, sort of. Yeah. The tears of a skeleton. He's like, yo-ho-ho-ho! I don't think Robin has done such a thing. I think she has. I think it's probably a good chance she probably has. Yeah. I feel like just given her status and what she's had to live through, she's probably made poisons at least once before. Yeah. Oh, yeah, super chats. Let me look at a super chat, actually. Let me hold on. Where did I pull that up over here? Yeah, I mean, like, Robin is, like, I'm sure she studied, like, pretty... I mean, her expertise is archaeology, so I'm not going to say she's a fucking chemist. She's not. All right, she just isn't. But has she studied just, like, superficially, like, tangentially stuff relating to medicines, poisons, a little bit of chemistry? Like, probably, yeah. Video idea. Straw Hats as wizards and what classes they would be. What magic would they specialize in? Pedro's wanted posters in Season 2. Yes, you do see it in the background when Zoro's fighting Tashigi. I did not notice it. There's a lot of things I'm not going to notice probably until people point them out and, like, actually put, like, the high-resolution images online. Yeah. As long as you follow the book, you should be fine. I mean, yes, but also, like, remember that reading the textbook doesn't, like, by that logic, every single student in his class would get an A. And that's clearly not what happens. So there's also, like, it's not as simple as just do this. There is some aptitude you need to have for it. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good enough. I think we'll just go to the poll. All right, let's go to it. I love how there's not been any fights so far. There has to be a fight at some point. They're going to be coming up soon. Yeah, there is an art to following instructions, understanding books. Like, I understand, yeah, they're like middle school kids doing these potions. I get it. But, like, you know, it's not as simple as just reading a book. Did I ever tell you the one time I got punched? So when I was in high school, when I was a senior, I was sitting next to a kid, and he was a freshman. And that was a class where literally you would have to do, it was like a Microsoft Office class. And all you have to do is just follow the book. Like, the book literally walks you through, like, click on this panel and then go into here and then change this setting and then do this and then change this value. Like, it literally walks you through everything. And there was this kid next to me, and he was just constantly like, Matt, what do I do next? What do I do next? Like, he kept asking me, like, over and over and over again, like, all the time. Like, what do I do now? What do I do now? And I kept telling him, and then finally I just got annoyed, and I was like, dude, it's in the book. Just read the book, and you're fine. You got it. It's not hard. And because he's been asking me this, like, for days. And then finally I just kind of got a little irritated with him, and I told him, hey, man, just read the book. It's right there. You don't have to ask me for every single step. He looked right at me, and he's like, Matt, someone should punch you square in the face. And I'm like, fine, do it then, because I was, like, so pissed at this kid. And then he turned around. He was, like, waiting for, like, the teacher. The teacher walked into the closet to grab something. His back was turned for, like, 5 seconds. Kid turned, like, stood up and just, bam, punched me square in the side of my head. I fall down, hurt like a motherfucker, but I did not want to cry, because you do not cry when a freshman punches you, and it's 2 months before graduation. You do not cry. So I get up, and I just kind of sat back down on the table and went right back to work. I went right back to work, and he was still standing up, and the teacher comes right back in, because his back was turned for like 5 seconds. Everybody is looking at me. Everybody's looking at the other kid. And he's like, what happened? And everybody's like, you know, that kid, I'm not going to use his real name, like, that guy punched Matt in the face. And the teacher was a brand new teacher. Like, it was literally his first year teaching. He had never taught before. And he was like, you could tell it was the first time he'd ever have to deal with this. And he's just like flabbergasted, like, I don't know what to do. So he literally went over to me, and he's looking at me, and he's like, all right, Matt, well, what do you want me to do? Send him to the office or keep him here? What do you want me to do? And I'm like, you're the teacher. I didn't say this, but I'm like, you're the teacher, dude. You shouldn't be asking me. But he was like completely like, it's the first time he'd ever had to deal with this. So I just like, he could stay. I don't care. Don't send him in the office. It's fine. And he's like, all right, you, Jeremy. That wasn't his real name. But like, Jeremy, you sit over here on the other side of the classroom away from everybody else. And so he did that. And that was this story there. But yeah, that was time I got punched. You ate that punch. Yeah. Nothing at all. Yeah, I mean, like, I wanted to cry, honestly. It hurt like a motherfucker. But, like, I was like, no, I'm not crying. Because, like, I'm not having a freshman punch me, and then in the last 2 months of my senior year, that's all I would hear about. So, anyway, that was what happened, right? Yeah. Anyway, fucking Jeremy. It's always a Jeremy. Anyway, who won? Robin? Robin won. Okay, Robin won. Big surprise. All right. Yeah. All right, that means Brooke is out of the tournament. Wait, no, that was the winner's bracket. No, Brooke is not out of the tournament. All right. So we'll do 128 for the next round. All right, going back down to the losers. All right, actually, Brooke's in the next battle. Oh, Brooke versus Vegapunk. Holy shit. I mean, sorry to hear that. I mean, it happened like 15 years ago, so it's whatever. Okay. I didn't lose a tooth or anything over it, so it's fine. All right, round 9, we have Brooke versus Vegapunk in the losers bracket. Whoever loses this is out for good. It's done. All right, what are they going to be doing? Arena duel! No devil fruit power. Oh, shit! No devil fruit power or hockey allowed. Winner decided by KO, death, or forfeit. Brooke needs his devil fruit to remain fucking conscious. It's an arena duel. No devil fruit power. That's what's written right there. No devil fruit power. Brooke just dies. This is literally the worst one. Listen to me. This was not rigged. This is the only thing on here that nullifies devil fruit powers. And with every other devil fruit user, like if Robin got this, she could still fight. If fucking Karasu got this, he could still fight. If Kuma got this, he could still fight. But Brooke is the only person that this affects. Brooke, I'm so sorry, dude. You got the worst roll. The worst fucking roll. No, like his Yomi, no, we're not doing this thing where it's like, oh no, he loses his devil fruit power, but he could still move around. That's how the devil fruit works. That's literally the whole point of his power. Oh. Vegapunk loses his brain power. So Vegapunk's brain ability allows him to, he still has his intelligence. And it's not, I don't think it's due to the devil fruit that he can cut off his head. I think that's just his science. I don't think cutting off your brain and having it in punk records and still survive, you could argue maybe his brain would shrink back down to its original size. That you could make an argument in. I don't think he would just fall over dead, because him cutting off his head has more to do with, like, his technology rather than the fruit's ability. The only power the brain fruit gives you is infinite storage space. So if you want to argue that his brain shrinks back down to the way it was when he first ate the fruit, that makes sense. So yeah, if Brooke touches Sea Stone, does he die? That's not what this is. This is not Sea Stone. There's just no devil fruit power. You can't use your power. Yeah. So, okay. How are we going to do this? How the fuck are we going to do this? All right. I really had this as, like, both fruits are nullified and they have to just fight in a straight-up brawl. Okay. So we either do this, like, I would argue that, like, yeah, if he still has all that info, that would overload his brain and die. Okay. His head explodes from all the stuff in it. Yeah, that would happen too. I mean, we could... That kind of, I think, defeats the purpose of what I had originally intended. I just didn't expect this combination to roll into Brooke, right? Like, if Robin... because I didn't expect them to have, like, Sea Prism on them. Like, they get weaker. It's not like... Because if Robin had Sea Prism, she would be, like, drained. Like, she couldn't use her power, right? I didn't have that be the... I had it be, like, you literally just couldn't use your power at all. But you still had all of your other faculties about you. That was literally the idea, right? Who's better at dying? All right, so we either do this like Vegapunk and Brooke fight, but literally they just like Brooke can still move, but he literally cannot use any other ability, or we just call this a draw and we re-roll this. All right? We should use pre-death Brooke. No, it's not pre-death Brooke because we did not use... Well, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Well, wait a second. We could use this as logic of before they ate their devil fruits. The only problem is we don't know when either of them ate their devil fruits. Brooke had it when he was still alive, but we don't know when he ate it. Vegapunk ate... We have no idea when Vegapunk ate his devil fruit. He might have been a teenager. He might have been a kid. We don't know when he ate his devil fruit. So I think there's too many... There's too many variables on that one. We don't know what happened before they ate their fruit. I think we do a draw on this one. Because literally the idea I had for this is their devil fruits are completely nullified and Brooke's ability would kill him. And you could also make a strong argument that Vegapunk's could also kill him. It's so weird because, like, if Robin just lost her devil fruit abilities, she would be fine. She wouldn't just die immediately. Karasu would be fine. Kuma would be fine. Kuma's, like, hands would just go back to normal. Literally, Vegapunk sliced off his head and has his brain, like, giant from his devil fruit ability. So, like, if it shrinks back down or if it is all the information at once, his brain would, like, explode. This is, like, the worst combo for both of them. I'd say they just both die, and then we just reroll. All right, we'll reroll. This is a weird one, but I guess we'll have to reroll. Okay. Weird. Okay, here we go. Skateboarding tricks. Okay, who's better at busting a sick move on the half pipe? We got Tony Hawk hanging out as the judge. Who is busting out sicker skateboarding tricks? Dr. Vegapunk or Brooke the Skeleton? And I gotta tell you, I'm actually feeling Brooke on this one. I feel Brooke is very light and he could pull off a lot of tricks. I think Brooke, being as light as he is, could probably pull off, like, you know, the 1080, the 2090, the 3070. I think he could pull off a bunch of different moves that are just unbelievable that there's no way anybody could see, because Brooke only weighs, like, I don't know how much Brooke weighs. Like, the human skeleton weighs something. It's a 9-foot skeleton. It weighs something. Like, the head itself, like, the skull is a heavy thing. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, probably like 30, 40 pounds maybe for a 9-foot tall skeleton. I don't know how much Brooke weighs, but, like, it's not very much. Yeah. He could probably pull off some sick moves. But Vegapunk has all the information on skateboarding. Oh, Vegapunk also, wait a minute. Okay, I don't know much about skateboarding. So I need to ask you guys a question. Hold on a minute. Let me pull up a picture of Vegapunk really quick, because I need to show you something. Is having longer legs or shorter legs help you for skateboarding? Because Vegapunk, canonically, has super, super long legs. Like, most of the 10 feet of size, what he is, comes from his legs. And Vegapunk is very tall. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good image of Vegapunk here. Let's see, Vegapunk. Come on, Vegapunk. Where's a good... I'm trying to get a good image of his legs. Having longer legs helps? Well, that'd be interesting. Yeah, Vegapunk is basically a long leg tribe. Long legs, but his head is very heavy. I mean, he cut off his head. He doesn't have the giant head. He has the apple head. His head is not as heavy as it used to be. It's like taking off the leg weights for Rock Lee, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have the giant head. Yeah, this is Vegapunk. Right here. Yeah. His head is a little big, but it's not a giant head. Two senior citizens with absurdly long legs fighting for skateboarding supremacy. It's funny to picture Vegapunk. Hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on a minute. I want to try some here. Sunglasses. Do I have the sunglasses, like those sunglasses image I could show? The shades. Nah, I don't have them. I mean, I have the asset somewhere. I just can't find it right now off the top of my head. Brooke's afro is not aerodynamic. Yeah, it's just the Stella. Yeah. I think Vegapunk does better than expected. I think so, too. I think Vegapunk goes out there and people are kind of, like, laughing at him because he's an old man, but I think he pulls off some pretty sick tricks. Yeah. But let's be for real. Skaters will find a skeleton way cooler than a scientist. That is true. A skateboarding rock and roll skeleton is probably the sickest thing I could... That's the picture of the 90s right there. A skateboarding rock and roll skeleton. I can't think of something more 90s than that. That seems like the fucking mascot for an energy drink or some shit. Probably is the mascot of an energy drink somewhere. Skateboarding rock and roll skeleton. Yeah. All right. Well, if that's the case, I think we just go to the poll. Yeah, I can't believe the arena duel. That was so weird. The two worst possible individuals to get that. "30 seconds. I'm pretty sure there's an album cover of that. I would not be surprised in the slightest. That sounds like just a bunch of people sitting around and just throwing darts at a dartboard and just being like, skateboard, rock and roll, skeleton. All right, there's our mascot. There's our album cover for you. Versus Einstein on a skateboard. Okay, Einstein on a skateboard sounds pretty cool, too, to be honest with you. Everybody looks about 20% cooler on a skateboard. Can you think of one person that doesn't look cooler on a skateboard? I can't think of any. Actually, I can think of a lot now that I'm thinking about it. I can think of a lot now that I think about it. All right, yeah, Brooks got it. That is kind of the logo for Liquid Death, yeah. All right, Brooke, you take it. You beat Vegapunk. Man, that was tough because Vegapunk is the smartest guy on this list, and he has just been dethroned. Oh, we just skipped it, so I'll do 140. All right, we got a minute. Actually, I'm going to go upstairs really quick and grab a drink. I'll be right back. What am I gonna have for dinner tonight? I had Subway last night. I had nothing crazy. I just had a sandwich from Subway last night. But I'm thinking, I don't know, tacos. Kind of feeling tacos. Tacos actually sounds really good. Berry? I can't eat berry. He doesn't have a lot of fiber, or protein, or calories. All right. Round 11. No, round 10, sorry. Round 10, Dr. Kureha versus Usopp. All right. Now this is interesting. Even in a fight, this would be interesting. I kind of want this one to be a fight. Because I could see this going a bunch of different ways. If Kureha got a really good buff, I think she could go up against Usopp. It's kind of implied that she could kick ass. Like, we've kind of seen her kick ass. Yeah. All right, let's go. Who would be the best boss? Okay. The most fair and balanced manager in a business setting. Oh, this is tricky. I think it is. Because Usopp is... Okay, Usopp does not... Okay, being a manager means you got to make, like, tough decisions, okay? Like, being a manager isn't just about being a nice person. Like, my manager, when I was at Dollar Tree, she was a very nice person, but she also knew how to be a manager. Like, there's a certain set of skills you need to have to be a manager, right? And it's not all about just being laid back and having a fun time, and I feel like that's the way that Usopp would do this, but then you also have to, like, manage, all right? And... Kureha's a little evil, though. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Kureha, I feel like, what's the business? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to figure out what the business would be. Let me just ask ChatGPT really quick or something. I don't know. I could just do that. I'll just do it on my phone. Like, we need to pick, like, a business. Okay, pick a random business that has a management position, I guess. I guess that'd be pretty much like all businesses, but like whatever. Pick a random business that has a management position. Okay, here we go. Managing a hotel. Okay, there you go. Who would be the best boss managing a hotel? That's what it is. Okay, so it's like a Marriott or like a Ramada Inn or some shit. I don't know. Let's go with Marriott. Okay, so who would be a better boss at managing who would be a better Mr. Mosby? Who would be a better Mr. Mosby? Usopp or Kureha? Okay? Because, like, okay, when you're managing a hotel, you have a bunch of people coming to stay there. You got a lot of complaints because people complain. People complain like fucking wild. So you got to be ready for everything, right? You got to handle complaints extremely well when you work as a hotel manager because people are going to be coming to you like, you know, that room's too hot. That room's too cold. The air conditioner's not working. Your bed's all fucking tough for me. I can't sleep on this. You know what I mean? There's going to be people coming up and down the wazoo with that. So Kureha handled the whole castle. That is true. She didn't have a bunch of people living in the castle, though. She didn't run an Airbnb. Although she kind of does now because there's the Ishii 100 that kind of live with her. And the Loppins. So the castle is kind of rented out. Yeah. I'm a hotel manager. Okay. All right, if you are who you say you are, Kami, that you are a hotel manager, who, in your opinion, would make a better hotel manager? And let me know what's some stuff that you need to know in order to be a good hotel manager. What's something that maybe people don't... What's the toughest part of your job that people don't expect? Usopp can fix the AC. That is true, but it's not really the manager's job to fix the AC. But if you could, I mean, that would be pretty good if the manager showed up and it's like, it's okay, I'm sorry, sir, I'll fix that right away. And the manager comes in and fix the AC for you? I mean, that would be pretty sick. That would be pretty cool. Now, Kureha, I feel like Kureha honestly gives me the vibes of a very cold and calculating businesswoman. I feel like she could be an extraordinarily efficient manager of this hotel. I feel like she's going to wear the suit, but she's going to give the aura of like, okay, we had a district manager when I worked at Dollar Tree, and she was very nice, but she dressed and looked and gave the vibe of an army drill sergeant. She was very nice when you got to know her, but like just the image that she cut when she walked into the store, you know, grayish hair. She kind of looked like Dr. Kureha, to be honest with you. Grayish hair, tied back in a ponytail, clipboard. She kind of gave the impression of like, all right, like we're very serious now, okay? Yeah. Her name was not Ashley, no. When the toilets freeze and someone has used it to... Oh, God, when the toilets freeze... oh, God. I feel like Usopp would be better equipped to fix that. Yeah. Concierge. I mean, they both have to try this, so they both get put in a position of a boss managing this hotel. Yeah. Kureha would run it very... She wouldn't run a shitty ship, I'll tell you that much. Kureha would run a tight ship. She would. She would probably be more strict at times. But then again, she is a doctor. Like, Kureha is not without compassion. Like, when she healed that kid in the village, she wasn't, like, cruel to the kid. The kid thanked her. And she was like, you're welcome. She was, like, warm. Like, she is there to make people better. So she is a doctor. So she does have, like, a little bit of sense of compassion, but she's not fully about that. Yeah. She would run a very tight ship at this hotel. She wouldn't be super approachable, though. Usopp would run the hotel. He'd be a little bit more of a chilled, laid-back manager. He'd be the kind of manager that'd be walking around in street clothes. Like, he wouldn't be wearing a suit and tie. He'd be walking around in a pair of cargo shorts and a t-shirt, maybe like a buttoned polo shirt on, like, the Fridays, and he'd just be like, hey, what's up? And he's just like, yeah, the heat in room 405 doesn't work anymore. And he's like, oh, I'll get it. Don't worry, don't call the janitor. I got it. I'll fix that in like 2 seconds. He'd be the on-hands manager. He'd be going around. Have you ever been in a business like that? Have you ever been in a business where, like, the owner, I go to a gym. In the gym where I work at, there's a guy that is like an upper management position that is always on the floor, always talking to people, always going out and checking things. Like, he is a hands-on manager at this gym, making sure all the equipment always works right, and the pool works, and the sauna works, and like the locker rooms are cleaned. Like, he is really like an on-point guy. He's always there walking around the gym checking on everything. Yeah. And he just wears like, you know, like jeans and a polo shirt. You know what I mean? He's just chill dude. Yeah. Anyway, we still have the pull-up from last time. Sorry about that. I'll take that down. I don't think Usopp would not scam a customer. If this was his job, Usopp, I think, would be pretty good at it. You have a job teching. Yeah, this is my job right now, running tournaments on YouTube. Weird job, but it pays the bills. Okay. Dr. Kureha or Usopp on managing a hotel better. Okay, here we go. I think people are getting into the anime from the live-action show. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 30 seconds. Oh, this might be a close one. Oh, this might be a close one. We agreed 30 seconds. I'm looking at the clock. Does capitalism matter? I'm going to say no. Okay, it is just barely. But Dr. Kureha wins. It is just barely, but it is 30 seconds. We waited. It was at 55. You all saw it. Fucking Kureha wins this. Holy shit. I didn't think she was going to win that. She pulled it. It was tighter. It was a tight race there. Yeah. Kareha's guests are not leaving the hotel if they're sick. You know what? That's actually probably not a bad idea. Imagine if I woke up and I was sick as a dog and Kareha, the manager of the hotel, found out about it and was like, you're not leaving this hotel until I treat you and you feel better. I mean, like, that might actually not be a bad idea. Like, if I'm treated, like, if she, I mean, like, the hospital bill will probably go through the roof on that one, but she's the best doctor in the world, so you really can't complain. Dr. Kareha's got it. Shit. I guess a doctor would be good at hospitality. Hospitality. I get it. That's funny. All right, no. Yeah. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. That's a clear winner. All right, we'll do 150 for the next round, and that'll be going back up to the oh man, we have the final round of the winners, well, not the final round of the winners bracket, but you know what I mean. Like the final two competitors. We're down to Karasu, Robin, Brooke, and Kareha. Oh, man, this is tough. I love how Karasu has just above and beyond here. Karasu, the dark horse in this entire series of tournaments. Don't bet against Karasu, man. I want to see him do some cool shit in the series. I want to see him eat a bunch of hot dogs in this series now, damn it. Alrighty. Round 11, Karasu versus Nico Robin. Now, this one, if it's a fight, that's not going to be easy to determine, I don't think, because they are both very powerful. They're not top-tier level fighters. They're not like, Rox, Garp, Roger level, but, like, they're pretty tough. A barbecue cook-off. That also involves wieners! Who can grill the most mouth-watering meal using time, fire, and flavor mastery? It's a barbecue cook. How the fuck does Karasu keep getting these? Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, but Robin can multitask, though. Holy shit. Yeah, this isn't as cut and dry, but Karasu keeps getting things that are wiener-based. All right. So Karasu is at the grill. He's got the the murder of crows. He's got like he's got like an apron that has like a barbecue pun that involves crows or something like that. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Cuz you have like the kiss the cook kind of aprons and stuff, right? A barbecue apron pun with involving crows. Oh my God. Okay, that actually kind of works. Okay, you know how Karasu's hobby is volunteering? So he's wearing an apron that's just like, I'm just here for the cause. Get it? The cause, but caw. That's cute. That's cute. All right. Now hold on. What apron? What would be on her apron? Because a big part of barbecuing is the apron puns. Like, that's a big part of this. Yeah. Cause, yeah. Now that sucks. Yeah, Karasu's is better. Karasu's is better. The Demon Chef. I like that. The Demon Chef. And it has like a little picture of a demon on it. Yeah, the Demon Chef. And I'm here for the cause. Okay. At this point, just make hot dogs for dinner. I have not listened. Hot dogs, I love a good hot dog. Don't get me wrong. In fact, the best way to cook a hot dog, I'll tell you the best way to cook it. I'm going to tell you how to make the best damn hot dog you've ever had in your life, okay? Deep fry that motherfucker. Deep fry a hot dog. It's a little bit more extra work, but I swear to God, once you've had deep fried hot dogs with I have like mayo on them or a good mustard relish. Oh my God, that does sound so good. They're not good for you. They're horrible for you. But like deep fried hot dogs are really genuinely amazing. But I only eat hot dogs. I don't cook hot dogs here. I only eat hot dogs when I'm like at a barbecue, like for the 4th of July. If I'm at some place that has barbecues, like an amusement park or something, I'll have a hot dog. But like I will not just sit around and eat hot dogs. That is, yeah, like I used to. I used to love those Vienna sausages. I used to just get those things of Vienna sausages, heat them up, and just dip them in mustard and just eat those. Those things were so damn good. But like, yeah, they are very high in sodium. They are very not great for you. So I don't just sit around eating fucking hot dogs. But like, propane or charcoal? Well, for Karasu, it's got to be charcoal because he's soot. He's literally made of soot. And I don't want to hear any like, well, he gets soot in the hot dogs. It's like, that's not how it works. You can be a regular, like, Crocodile was made of sand, but he was clean and he smelled probably of, well, he probably smelled like cigars, but I'm sure he took care of himself, right? Crocodile wasn't like filthy, covered in sand, everything he touched. All right. So I'm gonna assume Karasu is using charcoal, definitely. I don't know what Robin is using. Maybe she's using propane and propane accessories. I don't know. But Robin also has the skill of having multiple hands. So, you know, I don't know how that's really going to, like, I mean, it doesn't matter how many things you make. I mean, like, it's a barbecue cook-off. It's like who can cook the best food. It's not who can cook the most food. It's not an issue of quantity. Because if it was quantity, I would just say Robin, but that's not what a cook-off is. Like, if you go to a chili cook-off, you're not judged on how much chili you make. You're judged on the quality of the chili. Same thing with the barbecue cook-off. You are judged on how good the brisket is, or how good the ribs are, or how good the burgers are, or the hot dogs. You know Karasu's cooking the wieners. He's cooking the sausages. He's got Karasu's wiener hut over there, and he's flipping all the wieners and everything like that on the barbecue. That's what he's doing. What's Robin cooking? What's Robin making? I don't know. Soot is considered a hazardous substance. Great. So he's not using soot. He'll make sure, like, that's like saying everything that Karasu eats is covered in soot because he's the soot man. That's not how that works. No. Robin has to know how to cook. Robin can cook. Oda's actually confirmed that some of the Straw Hats, you know, other than Sanji, because Oda was asked that question once, like, who beside, Robin, I mean, who aside from Sanji can cook? And it was like, I think Frankie is canonically the best at barbecue. It was actually mentioned Frankie is like the barbecue king. So let me just look this up really quick. Let's see, Robin. Are you good at cooking? Let's see. Robin's favorite dish to cook is boiled paella. So paella is a rice dish. Not really. It's from Valencia? It's from Catalonia. Yeah, it's from Madrid. Yeah. It's from Spain. Yeah. So she knows how to make paella. And that's not a barbecue, but that doesn't mean that's her favorite thing to cook. But that doesn't mean, like, Robin likes fried eggs, sunny side up. Oh my God, steamed with black pepper. Oh my God, Robin, we have the same taste in food. Robin eats ice cubes the same as Luffy. Robin's favorite foods are sandwiches, not too sweet cakes, stuff that goes well with coffee. Her favorite food from Wano is soba. Her least favorite food is chewing gum. It really doesn't have anything here that she really hates that kind of food like barbecue, but she also is not an expertise. I don't see Robin going to like a steakhouse and ordering like like the big tomahawk steak or anything like that. That's probably not her immediate go-to, but she'd probably be fine with it. You know, her least favorite food is chewing gum, which could be argued is not even really a food, but yeah. Robin looks like she can make a mean risotto. Ooh, I still have some risotto in my fridge, actually. I have some mushroom risotto in there. I love risotto. I tried to make I made it. I made it out of the box. It wasn't like I made it from scratch, but I made a couscous a little while ago. Didn't care for it. It was too granular. I tried it just to give it a shot, but the couscous was just like, it's just too granular, and I just didn't like the consistency was weird. I'm just not a fan. I like couscous. I don't like couscous. I like risotto though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, look, I think Robin could work a grill and make a burger or a steak on there, I think she'd be fine with it. I don't think she'd make something inedible. She could use her. In fact, I can see her using her extra hands to make sure things are flipped properly, and she doesn't forget everything would be flipped all at once. That would be pretty cool. Like, let's say she's grilling burgers. There's like 8 burgers on the grill, and she uses her hands to flip them all at the same time. That would be pretty cool. But like, that helps you make food like more in larger quantity. That doesn't really help the quality, right? This tournament is making me hungry. Oh man, this tournament's already making me hungry, dude. I had the rest of I had a sandwich for lunch, but I'm already hungry again. Yeah. Okay. You just didn't cook it right. Maybe I didn't. I mean, it just came in a box. I didn't like make it from scratch or anything. Yeah. Maybe I'll try it again sometime. One thing I really don't like is truffles. I made something with truffle oil one time. It was like a garlic bread. It tasted ghastly. It tasted awful. Like, I genuinely found that taste. Like, I thought, like, I opened the bottle of truffle oil, and truffle oil is expensive too. But like, I opened the bottle of truffle oil, and I'm like, I thought it was rotten. I thought it was like out of date. And then later on, somebody had another bottle, and I smelled theirs, and it's the same. It's like, oh, that's just what that smells like. That's awful. Yeah. I haven't tried chocolate truffles. Oh my god. Yeah, the Hana Hanamon. Yeah, she can make eyes. She can make eyes and stuff. So, like I said, she'll keep an eye on the grill. Like, nothing's gonna burn on the grill. Nothing's gonna char completely, like completely ruined on the grill. She's got that shit covered. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, Robin has her Void Century rib sauce. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything written in the history books of the greatest barbecue sauce that ever existed ever. So I don't know, but let's go. I mean, like, Karasu, he loves his wieners too much. Robin, I'm so sorry. I mean, you could still maybe win this. It might come back to this, but like, damn. I like food. I have no idea how to make food. Eggs. Eggs are probably like the most standard thing to make. Like, I feel like I truly believe it doesn't matter who you are, you can cook an egg. Yeah. The Void Century is just a barbecue sauce recipe. Oh man. The Void Century is the Szechuan sauce. Dude, barbecue actually does sound pretty good right about now. God damn it. Robin is, yeah, canonically, she is from our world. She's from Russia. Now, granted, we don't know where Karasu would be from, because Robin is a Straw Hat, so she has just a lot more, like, miscellaneous trivia on about her than Karasu does. Yeah, let me just finish this message here really quick. Okay. So Karasu, 62%, he's got it. Although I will say it was more even than I think that one actually wasn't a blowout. I mean, yeah, Karasu's favorite meal is wieners. So he knows how to cook a mean wiener. But like, I wouldn't say Robin was like horrible at barbecue. I would definitely try Robin's barbecue. I think she'd be fine. Yeah. Also, Karasu just had the better apron. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna have that. I should already start working on the designs for that fucking Karasu portrait back there. It's going to be Karasu sitting. No, okay. Here's what we're going to get. Karasu with the good cause apron with a little picture of a cartoon crow on it at a barbecue sitting down with a bunch of hot dogs. He's going to have a tray of hot dogs in front of him. That is what we are going to have back there if he wins that. All right. Oh, man. Yeah. He might be using crow meat. He's not using crow meat. He likes wieners. He likes sausages. Just because he's dressed like a crow and his name is Karasu doesn't mean every aspect of his character is crow. His favorite movie is The Crow. All right. Karasu's got it. Karasu wins the winner's bracket, but we're not quite done yet, because we have to go down here. And, all right, let's see what we're working with here. All right, so round 12. We're not there yet. We have a little bit of time. Brooke is going to versus Correa. Whoever wins that face off against Robin. So Robin could go back to fight Karasu again. So Karasu, oh my God, we're down to Brooke, Robin, Correa, and Karasu. So Karasu is like the winner of the winner's bracket. So he's already set. He's good for right now. Man, fucking Karasu, dude. What's with the extreme Karasu bias? I don't know, man. It's just, these are random things. He got barbecue and hot dog eating contest. Like, the universe wants Karasu to win this. I don't know what to tell you. All right, round 12. This will decide the winners of the, well, no, whoever will go up against Robin as the winner of the loser bracket, yeah. Reginald, so he can witness Karasu doing so well. Oh, yeah, Reginald. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Behold, Reginald, the member of the Revolutionary Army, the little plushy guy. Here he is. He's little Karasu's little friend. He's his little brother. He's doing so well. Your big brother's doing so well. I don't know how. But he is. All right, there we go. So, round 12, Brooke versus Correa. What are they doing? Oh, I was hoping we would get this one at some point. All right. Part of this got cut off, so I got to show you the whole thing. Hold on. Alien invasion. Immensely powerful aliens have invaded. Who is the best at fighting them off? The soldiers are Katakuri levels. So when I say alien invasion, these aliens are not fucking around. These aren't just some little aliens that are like bloop, 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 and then like some crazed farmer with a shotgun can kill them. The soldiers are Katakuri level. All right? So this is an alien invasion, all right? Now, in both regards, I think they might both die here because Brooke is strong and Correa's not weak, but oh my God. Who's going to put up against these aliens the best? I think it would be Brooke. It just says who's best at fighting them off. It doesn't say who beats them, who wins, because I think they would eventually kind of beat them both. But if you want to argue Brooke versus Katakuri, how do you think that's going? Because, like, I mean, Brooke has a lot of interesting powers. You can't just say Katakuri. I don't think Katakuri would one-shot Brooke and that'd be the end of it. I don't think it would. Yeah. I wouldn't say zero chance. I wouldn't say zero chance. No. It would be a quick fight. I don't think it'd be a very long fight, but I think Brooke would put up against him a little bit. Because, like, think about it this way. Brooke goes, they're not actually fighting an army of Katakuris, but I'm just picturing, like, Brooke fighting Katakuri. And I'm like, what if Katakuri throws his mochi and Brooke just freezes it solid and cuts it up? I mean, that's something he could do. So, I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, Brooke builds a resistance. Damn. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Do the aliens hear? Yeah, I mean, like, they would. I mean, they're aliens. I'm not going to say they don't have the ability to hear things. Can Brooke use his music to sway the alien invasion? I mean, he could. I mean, I'm not going to say the aliens don't have ears, so music doesn't work on them. I'd be like, no, they would have ears. They could see and hear things. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could argue they could be like insects and they don't hear things, but I didn't specify that, so whatever. They're both dying, but Brooke is lasting longer. Yeah, I think we've already arrived at that conclusion. Unless Brooke takes out his guitar and is like, alien invasion, I don't know, and then like maybe he tries to sway them that way. They just need good soul music, and that'll turn the aliens into allies. Yeah. It started when an alien device did what it did. Also, Brooke could just pretend to be dead, and they would probably just leave him alone. So honestly, well, no, it does say best at fighting them off, so he does have to try. Yeah. He ends up making the aliens stronger. Kureha. Now what could Kureha do? Okay, alien invades. They're way stronger than Kureha can handle, so would Kureha attempt... I mean, like, Kureha might try to come up with some kind of virus to kill the aliens, but I don't know if she's going to be able to do that in time, man. That's kind of like... That might be her angle. That might be what she tries to do, but I don't know. Yeah, she would need to know their anatomy, so she would have to kill one first and then study it, which is kind of hard to imagine. Kureha's not defeating an alien soldier on the level of Katakuri. That's not happening, and that'd be pretty tough for her to, like, figure out the anatomy. Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough for Kureha. Yeah. She gets the aliens drunk. She just tries to get the aliens drunk. Yeah. War of the Worlds. They do die to the common cold. Yeah, but they still fight for a few days before that happens. They don't die right away. Chopper made the Ice Oni antidote mid-fight. Kureha's the better doctor. That's true, but Chopper also did have the antibody that was literally given to him. They gave him the antibody. Kureha doesn't have that shit. I don't know. I feel Brooke on this one. We'll see how it goes. It could be a draw, too. I don't know. Who's better at fighting off an alien invasion? I'm glad I rolled that one, because that one is interesting. All right. Okay, 30 seconds. That'll be 48. Yeah. Okay. Oh, God. I think Brooks just solidly got this, yeah. I think Brooke would have the better shot of actually taking them down, but I think eventually he would get overwhelmed, too, and die. Yeah, hiding isn't fighting them off. Yeah. Started when an alien. I want to hear a hard rock version of that song now. Probably already exists. All right, I don't need to wait. It's past it, and we already hit it. Brooks 83%. Brooks got it. Brooks got it. Sorry, Kureha. The aliens take over, and you're dead. Sorry. Oh, man, we are now down to... Oh, did Usopp get eliminated? He did. So we're now just down to Robin and Brooke for round 13. Oh, my goodness. Can two Straw Hats take down the rise of Karasu? All right, here we go. Robin versus Brooke, round 2, back at it. The winner of the losers bracket who will face the ultimate sausage champion, Karasu. Robin versus Brooke. Once again, if it's a fight, I can see it. A dodgeball match. Oh my God, Robin can make so many hands. Okay, I can see this going one. Okay. Robin makes a bunch of hands to throw the dodgeballs, but then that also makes more surface area for her to be eliminated. Oh, boy. Okay. This is tricky. Brooke doesn't have as much surface area because he's a skeleton. So balls could go past his, like, because he doesn't have, like, he doesn't have as much skin. So it could still hit him, obviously, but he can, like, move out of the way more. He's more flexible. But Robin can also use her Devil Fruit power to, like, make a bunch of hands and throw a bunch of balls. Huh. Okay. Speed or numbers. And if this is like we're playing dodgeball, like what I remember, I don't know how you played dodgeball, but when I played dodgeball back in gym class, there was more than one ball. We played with more than one ball. Brooke can cut the balls. No, he can't, because you can't, like, no. You're not cutting the balls. That's not how that works. You're playing dodgeball. You can't cut balls. Yeah. Oh, if you catch the ball, the other person's out. I think that does it right there. Brooke throws the ball. Okay, we can flip a coin on who goes first. I guess who gets the balls first or whatever. But if Brooke just throws the ball and Robin catches it, then he's out. Yeah. That's the rules of dodgeball. So, like, yeah, Robin isn't allowed past the halfway line. Well, neither of them are. It's dodgeball, right? So, like, I'm going to flip this coin here. The faster person gets the ball first. That's... Oh, you mean put it in the... Oh, you mean put it in the center. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. You put it in the center. Right. Yeah, that is how we did that. Okay. So, right. But if they put it in the center, Brooke goes to grab it. But then she just makes a hand that comes out and grabs it and throws it back to her. I mean, I'm just saying that's what she would do. Right? Like, if we're doing that, okay, we're standing on opposite sides of the court. Robin is on this side of the court. Brooke's on this side of the court. Ball gets placed right in the center. Robin grabs that shit immediately. Or she could allow Brooke to go get the ball and then throw it at her and then catch it. Because Robin, if Brooke throws that fucking ball, I cannot see a fucking world where Robin is getting hit by that and not catching it. She makes, like, just a shit ton of hands to catch the fucking thing. No, Robin can't pass the halfway line. That's not how it works. Yeah. Yeah, Brooke is faster. I'll give it to you, Brooke is faster. But speed doesn't really matter too much. Okay, if he's faster, he grabs the ball, he throws the ball, Robin makes a shit ton of hands to catch the ball before it hits the ground or before it, like, because the whole, isn't the, okay. I'm trying to remember the rule. Okay. I have a rule question. Rule question about dodgeball. Somebody throws the ball. It hits you in the arm, bounces, but then you catch it. Are you still out? It hits you, but then you catch it. It doesn't hit the ground. Are you still out in that situation? Because it's been a long time since I played dodgeball. Probably been about 16 years. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Yes, you are. I've gotten literally contradictory things here. It's a catch. The thrower is out. Okay. All right, so if it hits you, and I know if it hits you in the head, because we always had a rule back in the day when we were playing dodgeball. If you get hit in the head, that's like the gym teacher, Mr. Nick, yells at the other guy, "What the fuck are you doing? You don't aim for the head." You know, okay, he didn't swear. Mr. Nick he would yell, but he doesn't swear at us. And he's like, "Watch the head. Everybody stop. Nobody gets hit in the head." You know what I mean? That's how that happens. The gym teacher yells at you if you get hit in the head. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm getting a lot of I think what I'm getting is a lot of different ways that people played this game in school. Because I remember playing with more than one ball. And if it hits you, and it had to hit the ground first. Yeah, I think we did a thing where it had to hit the ground. But I could see playing it where if it hits you at all other than in your hands, you're out. But I think there's just a lot of different ways to play this game. Yeah, ball hits you, you're out, period. See, that's not how we played the game. If I remember this correctly, and once again, my memory is shitty, and this is 16 years ago. I haven't played dodgeball since fucking high school. But, like, I remember people getting hit and then catching it and then, you know, being okay. Now, if somebody else catches it, like, let's say you get hit and it bounces off your arm and then somebody else catches it, you're still out. You're still out there. But if you caught it, I think if you catch it, you're fine. Yeah, I think the ground rule makes more sense. Yeah. No. We're not talking about catch against your body. We're not talking about that. We're just talking like, I don't know, it hits your leg in a weird way, but you're able to, like, grab it. I don't know. Yeah, if it does, okay, yeah, if it hits the ground first, that's always, yeah, we follow that rule. If it's not allowed to, well, actually, wait, did we do that? Oh, man, because I remember kids doing that. I remember kids throwing it at the ground and then it bouncing off the ground and then hitting you, but I can't remember if that was, like, it was an out or it just didn't count. I can't remember. Yeah. Must be an American thing. Yeah, I mean, once again, dodgeball is like, we're not playing. I don't even know if there are professional dodgeball tournaments. Are there professional dodgeball tournaments? I would assume there probably is. But yeah, I think there's a lot of different. Did anybody ever play gator ball? I got my finger broken playing gator ball one time. Oh man, ask ChatGPT. Yeah, I mean, I might as well at this point. Yeah. Give me the rules for a dodgeball match. We're just going to go with what ChatGPT says. All right. Dodgeball is, okay, yes, I know what dodgeball is. Give me the rules. Okay. A player is out when hit by a live thrown ball below the shoulders, so no headshots. Their thrown ball is caught by an opponent before it hits the ground. They leave the playing field boundaries. They contact the ground on the opponent's side of the court. They fail to immediately re-enter the field when retrieving a ball. Okay, so let me ask, like, what if the ball hits your, let's say, upper arm, bounces off of you, and you catch it before it hits the ground? Because I'm genuinely curious, too. Okay, it's actually not giving me an answer. To answer this question accurately, I would need to search results that specifically cover dodgeball rules regarding... Okay, so ChatGPT doesn't know. ChatGPT doesn't know. But I was like, if it hits you before hitting the ground, then there we go. I guess that's it. Yeah. All right. Okay, I don't know. But, like, I guess it comes down to who's... I don't think an elimination is going to be done via hitting someone. I think it's going to be done via catching. For Robin, anyway. If Brooke throws a ball at Robin, Robin catches it, Brooke gets out. I think that's her win con. I think that's the win con. Let's go with the poll. This is going to be a close one. This one may draw too. I don't know. Robin, Brooke. Let's see. $30 seconds. All right, I got it. Robin is really good at catching things. I wouldn't say Robin could use her hands to, like, hold Brooke in place on the other side of the boundary line. I would say that counts as part of her being over the side. But making a bunch of hands or maybe just being real... I mean, listen, Brooke has surface area. It's not like Brooke has no surface area. You can hit him. We go hunter rules, and clothing counts as your body, too. Yes, naturally. Okay, Robin's got it. Yeah, I think we were overanalyzing that one. That was more about just a discussion of the rules of dodgeball, if nothing else. All right, Robin gets the loser bracket, so it is back up to Karasu versus Robin. Oh, all right. We'll do 222. Brooke can use his music in a dodgeball match. The crow versus the robin. Yeah, two different birds fighting against each other. That's kind of cool how that ended up, right? Yeah. Anything but a glizzy eating competition. There's not... If we roll the same thing again, it could still come up, but we'll re-roll it. We're not going to do the same thing more than once. Battle of the Birds. Karasu has won. Yes, but hold on. We'll get to it when I get to the thing. Oh, she could have made fake clones and have them disappear right before the ball hits her. That actually... She could have done that, too. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we have the final battle. Bat-hole. Okay? Karasu versus Robin. Now, this is going to have to be 2 wins in a row for Robin because she's coming up from the loser bracket. So Karasu only has to win once, and he wins the whole damn tournament. He wins everything. He wins the thing. He is the guy. Robin has to win twice. Okay? So she's coming at this with a bit of a disadvantage here. We have a crow versus a robin. Who's going to win? I don't know. But I think we all know who is going to win. I don't know. A Logia versus Paramecia. We'll see how it is. Here we are. Who would be the best fake lawyer? Okay. Who would be the best at winning a mock trial without legal knowledge? Well, neither of them are lawyers, so I guess that's good. They would both be fake lawyers. Now, let's see here. This involves getting dressed up in, like, you know, you're pretending to be a lawyer. You're cosplaying a lawyer and pretending to go through a trial. Okay. Is Karasu's mic working? Yeah, I mean he might have to click it on, but whatever, it works. Karasu whispers. He has the thing. He can click it on. That's why he wears it. Robin, I'd say automatically is really good at this. I'd say Robin, Karasu has the aura of a lawyer, I feel. Yeah, does he? I don't know. I don't think Karasu. I've never thought about it, honestly. I've never thought Karasu lawyer man. I've never seen that really. I'm picturing Robin as a lawyer though, and I can kind of see it. I could kind of see her wearing the super professional outfit. Yeah. Yeah, Robin definitely has more lawyer energy. Karasu Birdman, attorney at law. And then Law walks in. The plaintiff, Trafalgar D. Water Law, is suing the defendant, Eustace Captain Kidd, for stolen valor. Dun 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 dun. Okay, he keeps saying he took down a fucking Yonko. I'm the one that made a giant hole in the ground. Did you make the giant hole? I don't want to hear this shit again. You in the giant hole. I made a goddamn railgun to shoot that fucking mountain whale into the... You didn't win without the fucking... Like, okay, men, gentlemen, please. Order in the court. I will have order in my court. That's what the trial's about. That's what the trial's about. Law and Kidd. Oh, man. I kind of want to see that so bad right now. Law taking Eustace to court. Attorney at Caw. That works too. Oh, man. Robin is representing Law. Karasu is representing Kidd. It's like, oh, my God. This is the case. No, this is the case. It's a defamation case between Law and Kidd. All right. Robin has been in a courtroom before, technically. I mean, yeah. Canonically, she has. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know this one. All right, let's go with the poll. I mean, like... I think Robin would have the what's it called? The demeanor, the professionalism. She would wear a fancy suit and the glasses and have her hair all tied up really nice and fancy. I think Karasu wouldn't show up wearing the fucking boa and everything and the feathers. He would have a suit too. Karasu walks in wearing a pitch black suit. All right, very intimidating. But he's a good guy. He's a good lawyer. He'll try his best, you know? But Robin has lost every trial she's been in. Yeah, that's true. She wasn't a lawyer, and it was a very unfair trial, but she has technically lost every one she's been in. I'm thinking Robin's got it, but we'll see. She has to win again, so this isn't even the final battle. Oh, boy. Okay. I love how Karasu is steamrolling this, and his devil fruit has literally not been relevant a single time. I mean, this one it looks like he's losing, but he could still win the whole thing. It's just every match he's been in, his devil fruit meant nothing. He's just good at shit. Oh, man. He loves his wiener. Who knew Karasu? Like, you have to understand, Karasu is not even that prominent of a character. We know so little about his character, and Oda just give us, oh, yeah, he likes to volunteer, and wieners are his favorite food, and those ended up being the things relevant to the fucking thing. Oh, my God. All right, Robin's got this one, but this isn't the end yet. So Robin wins, but now we go down to the final battle. Round 15. Robin again. Round 15 against Karasu. Okay, give it 30 seconds. We got to get some build up here. This is the final. This is the battle. The jury has spoken. Court finds plaintiff Trafalgar D. Water Law. And the defendant is now issued to give him 2 million berry in defamation charges. I don't know how courts work. Yeah. All right. If it's a fight, Karasu automatically wins. Okay. Round 15. If it's a fight, it isn't an auto win because we also have to roll for buffs, and we haven't even had a fight yet. This would be great if it was the last one was a fight. Let's make it a fight. I don't know. I can't control it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Who is going to be the best stand-in for Santa Claus? Who would make the best Santa Claus? Okay. So, this is going to decide it all. This is going to decide it all. Karasu has the ability, so they're both wearing the outfit. They're both wearing the outfit, the Santa outfit. Santa's sick. He can't make the trip this year. Santa's come down with the Rona. He's got a bad case of Rona, so he can't move. All right? He entrusts Karasu and Robin to be Santa Claus this year. Okay? So Karasu has to get in the sleigh and then send presents all over the world, and Robin has to do the same thing. Karasu can fucking fly, and he has an army of crows that he could turn into to deliver. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I want you to imagine something really quick here. Not to do anything against Robin, but like, imagine waking up Christmas morning, going downstairs to get a peek at the presents, and under the Christmas tree, there's a fucking crow. And the Christmas crow has left you presents. The Christmas crow leaves you a PS5 and then flies out the window. Wouldn't that be the most sick shit you've ever seen in your life? Wouldn't that be like, oh, the Christmas crow has come? Craw, craw! Leaves you a PS5 and then flies up the chimney. He's made of soot! He's made of soot! The fucking chimney is made of soot! And like, god damn it! That would be awesome! Alright. Now, other scenario, you go downstairs to get a peek at your presents, and disembodied arms are placing the presents under the tree. I could see that also being really cool, but also I think more kids would be disturbed by that, because Robin would be using her ability to, like, carry the presents down and put them under the tree and, like, place them and everything like that. She can make clones, too. All right? Oh, my God. Toxic crows coming from the chimney bearing gifts. Sure, not terrifying. Okay, look. I know that you said soot's a carcinogen and whatever like that, but, like, it's very clear that people can interact with Karasu's crows and not die of cancer, all right? Like, Sabo can ride on top of them. The Revolutionary Army uses them as to send messages to one another, right? It's not like anyone that comes close to the fucking crows inhales soot and dies of cancer. That's not how they work, all right? So, yeah. Karasu is fucking Santa Claus. Wait a minute, he loves to volunteer. He loves volunteering. Listen, I'm just saying, I love Robin. Okay, she is a fantastic character, right? And the idea of Robin wearing a sexy Santa outfit does give me pause. But I will say, I think Karasu is just better suited for this shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Pause. Some cultures do hang sausages over their fireplaces. Really? For Christmas or just in general? Okay, kids, let me sit down and tell you the story of old Santa Claus. Santa Claus was a noble guy. They say he used to be a revolutionary back in the day that sent his mighty army of crows around the world every Christmas Eve to give great presents to all the good boys and girls. But imagine if Karasu and Robin teamed up as a Santa and Mrs. Claus delivering presents. That's basically what happens. We could do that canonically, but Karasu still wins. He's still the Santa Claus. But how would they use their powers to deliver presents together? Oh, every child in the world would be so happy with their presents after this. Yeah. He's literally giving out coal. No, he wouldn't be giving out coal. He'd be delivering presents because he's playing Santa Claus. I mean, he could give out soot. If some kid really wanted soot, he could give out soot, I guess. Yeah. Kids, make sure to leave hot dogs out for sit. This is such a weird version of events that we... Okay, hold on. Before we start doing this, it's you put out a glizzy and a Miller Lite. This is such a fucking weird thing, but all right. Okay. Start the poll. Is this it? Is this it? I think this might be it. I don't. Robin would be a fantastic Santa Claus. She has the ability to make it work. I think Robin's is really good at this, and she can make clones and shit too. But like Karasu has the fucking murder of crows, like an entire like I don't know, at least a few dozen, if not hundreds of crows he could turn into and deliver all the presents at once, man. I mean, and he's a nice guy, and he likes volunteering, and I mean, like this, he's got all the specs for this one, man. All right, 30 seconds. You gotta be fucking shitting me. How did Karasu win? Go back and you tell me. All right. Yep, with 69%. I wouldn't have it any other way. The winner of the tournament and the entire fucking thing, the whole shebang, is Karasu. Hold on. I gotta grab something really quick. Just give me a second. Fucking hell. Hold on. We're gonna do a thing. I have to grab a thing. Hold on. You gotta be kidding me. No, that won't work. Hold on. Be a transparent image. Hold on. Yeah, this will probably work if it's a PNG. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, it isn't a PNG. Oh my god. I just need a Santa hat. Come on. All right, fine. We'll do it that way. Sorry. Hold on. We're doing it live. I hate when images are like, make it look like it's a transparent PNG and you download it and it's actually not that. Little bit of an editing thing. All right, here we go. Joy to the world, Karasu has come. The Christmas crows on Christmas Eve go all over the world, delivering their lovely presents to all of the good children. Karasu then sails off into the Grand Line, into the North Blue. A job well done. Not only that, but he's also a revolutionary trying to end slavery. So he's really the best Santa Claus ever. He delivers presents to all the good kids of the world, and he's ending slavery. Isn't that great? He's a good guy. Karasu's a good dude. All right? Just make sure to leave out your glizzies for Saint Cause. Yes, Dart 2968. Okay. So now the commissioned artwork I need to get. Karasu next in a Santa, no, not in a, well, okay, we could do Karasu with a Santa hat with the barbecue apron next to a Christmas tree with a bunch of glizzies on the table in front of him. We'll have to workshop this a touch. I'm going to figure out an idea on what the best thing could possibly do, and then I'm going to contact, I'm going to see if Stefan can do it. He's the one that did the last one, but I'm going to see if he can do it again because he's an amazing artist. I want to see if he can do it. We need to figure out the best possible artwork for fucking Karasu. Oh my god. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Karasu is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He can turn into a murder of crows, so be good for goodness sake, or else you get murdered. Now we're just doing Frosty the Snowman now. Oh my god. And he also got 69%. That's fucking amazing. Santa Cause. Santa Crows. The Last Supper, but it's the Revolutionary Army eating hot dogs. All right. Oh, look, crows in the chat. Crows in the chat. Fantastic. Let's get some crows in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah. Yeah, Reginald's happy. His big brother won. Dude, I can't. Karasu walked into this tournament, both of them. He was the very first tournament winner. He walked into this and just fucking, I don't think he lost a single round. I don't even think he was in the loser bracket in the first one. I think he just showed up, refused to elaborate, and just steamrolled the entire fucking tournament. We have found the objectively most well-rounded, well-adaptable character in the entire fucking story. And I mean that seriously. He did lose once to Robin. Oh no, I guess. Oh, you mean just now? Just now when he was a lawyer. Okay, so just now, the very end, he lost against Robin, but everyone else, he wins. Oh, my Lord. He volunteered for the tournament. Oh, his devil fruit is so multifaceted. He has a good heart. He's a revolutionary. He loves his wieners, and he hates chicken. That's another thing. His worst dishes are chicken because they're birds, I guess. I would assume that's the case. Oh, man. And we barely know anything about the guy. We know enough. I mean, he's not completely unknown. I mean, we know enough about him. Dude, he fought against the Admirals, too. Like, he went up against, like, I think Morley went up against Green Bull. But I think Karasu kind of brawled with Fujitora a little bit, didn't he? Yeah, he helped all the slaves escape. Man. I came to slam glizzies and win everything, and I'm all out of glizzies. His devil fruit never became relevant. In the last one, it was. In the final match, I'm glad it did. Oh, he's just a cool dude, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my god! It's just Kevin. It's just crows and hot dogs. Crows and hot dogs in the chat. Oh, man. All right, so Karasu, Santa Hat. Are we doing the background as a barbecue, or is the background going to be Christmas? Because we got to try to fit everything on here. We got to fit. It's going to be the most nonsensical. When I take that to Staples to get, because I had to get it enhanced, right? Like, so Stefan drew it for me and then sent me the file, and then I had to go to a fucking Staples and get the whole thing, like, printed out of King. You know, when I go to Staples to get this printed out of Karasu with an apron with a bunch of hot dogs and a Santa hat, they're going to look at this like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, no, it's for my job. It's for my job. I am a professional, damn it. All right. Oh, the barbecue background. We could do a barbecue background with a Christmas tree. We could do a barbecue background with a Christmas tree. You know what? Maybe Robin could be in the background also grilling or something. Just to have Robin in the artwork too. This is art. Yeah, Christmas in July theme. I like that. Christmas in July theme. Yeah. This is going to be the fucking dumbest thing ever. Okay. Can I sell it as a shirt? I don't know if I'd be able to actually, because Oda owns the rights to Karasu. I don't think I can just put Karasu on a shirt, but I could put like an image of a crow and a hot dog. I could do that. I could do that. I couldn't put Karasu on a t-shirt. I wouldn't want to put Karasu on a t-shirt. That feels like that wouldn't, like, copyright might be an issue there. Yeah. Yeah. The Christmas crow. Oh my god. All right. Well, anyway, that's it. That's the tournament. That's all of them. Oh, like what? Like 2 years? When did I do the first one? When was the first tournament? Let me double check this. Send this as a cover request to Oda. I will do that. Karasu sitting around eating a bunch of hot dogs. Yeah. This can't be the end. It's not going to be the end. We're going to do more tournaments. They're just not going to be One Piece characters. Because I'm honestly, like, we've done so many of these. We've done 9 of these now with One Piece characters, actually more than that. And I want to do another one with, like, other fictional characters. I kind of want to do stuff with, like, characters from television and maybe some comic book characters or maybe some video game characters. I want to do shit like that. I want to keep it just limited to One Piece. So, yeah. Anyway, the first tournament of this, tournament number 1... was let's see here. It was December 23rd. No, wait. November 11th, 2024. Yeah, November 11th, 2024. So it's been a little over a year. It's been like almost a year and a half. Probably about a year and a half. A year and a half since Karasu won. I mean, Karasu won the very first tournament. I can think of no one else winning the last one, right? Like, it has to be Karasu. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about doing other character tournaments too. It's just that, One Piece is the one I know the most about. Bleach would be fun. I am rewatching Naruto again, but I don't know all that much. I am not that skilled at, like, all of the abilities all the Naruto characters have. Yeah. Unless you need a lawyer, no matter what the job is. Barbecue, deciphering a puzzle, delivering presents, Karasu, a fight. Karasu's your man. Yeah. Can you make a poster with all the winners on it? Ooh. Kind of like what Keiru did with the the 8 flames. I have the framed 8 flames picture over here from One Piece Pirates D&D. Yeah, maybe. I could do that. I could commission artwork for that. There's a lot of really cool artists that I love working with, and they make some really good stuff, and so we can see if somebody could do that. Did Karasu even fight someone? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. How about, you know what? How about we do an exhibition match before we leave? Because you know what? Buggy never got a chance. Buggy never got a chance. This doesn't mean anything. Karasu won the tournament. But how would you like to see Karasu having an exhibition match with Buggy the Clown? Because we didn't get a fight. We didn't get a fight. And if you want to have a fight, let's do that. We can do that because this is, this got over a little bit earlier than it's 2 hours 45 minutes. We still got like 15 minutes left. Okay, we could do that. Exhibition match time. We have a special event for you here. Buggy never got a chance to fight in the tournament, so we'll have Karasu fighting against Buggy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep rolling this until it's a battle, until we get battle. Now, there's a bunch of different kinds of battles that we could have, but I'm going to keep rolling this until we get a battle. Nope. 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 A lot of stand-in for Santas. Nope. Nope. Blank. No. Wow, we really didn't want us to have a battle today, did it? No. Wow. This is really going. They're on here. No, not the arena duel. Battle. Did I not put them? Are they not on the list? That'd be so funny if they weren't on the list. I forgot to put them on the list. I could have sworn I put them on the list. I could have sworn it was on there. Oh my God. All right, redo the whole damn thing. No, we're not redoing the whole damn thing. Wow. That's crazy. I could have sworn. Now, there's like arena battle. There's arena battle and there's street fight. And there's boxing match. Those are on here. But I had the battles, like battle, pick a fighter and ally and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the last tournament was all battles, but I made sure I wanted to include that on here. Man, I must have. What I was doing is I was going back through all the different notepad files from all the different tournaments, and I was kind of conglomerating them together in a big notepad file. So maybe I thought that I copied the battles from an old file onto the new one, but maybe I put it on an old one by accident. That probably could have happened because I was juggling like a lot of text files with this, so that might have been it. Oh, he's the Christmas Crow. He won. Oh, I think even if it was a battle, I think he still would have won. All right, hold on. Let me add the battles to the thing. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Yeah, no, it's not on the list. Holy shit. You got Well, that was an oversight. I like how this shook out. Yeah, I'm still happy. The last tournament was completely battles. It was all battles. And honestly, it was kind of one of the more least interesting ones. So there was that. All right, hold on. Grand Tournament. Challenges. There they are. There are the battles right there. I mean, there's 4 of them. 5 of them. I can't believe that. That's wild. All right. Okay, now let's try this again. Buggy versus Karasu exhibition match. This one will happen at some point. Still might take a bit, but it is on there this time. They are on there. Come on. I should just make them the 5. Mavis Beacon. I'm kind of sorry Mavis Beacon didn't come up. Who's better at typing? There it is. Battles. Okay. Both combatants have help from the cartoon character list. That's fantastic. That's great. So Karasu's going to have help from somebody that's a cartoon character. And Buggy D. Clown is also going to have help from a cartoon character. All right. Here we go. So, and we're going to roll for a location as well. All right. So for a cartoon character, Karasu's the returning winner. So I'm going to say he gets to choose first. Karasu's the winner right there. So Karasu, it gets teamed up with Number 1 from Codename Kids Next Door. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hi, I am Number 1, operative under Codename Kids Next Door. We are the ones that fight against adult tyranny no matter what. You are Santa Claus, and you will be protected. I could actually see Number 1 teaming up with Santa, and Karasu is Santa in this context. So, all right, that's cool. All right, who does Buggy get? Kim Possible. Oh, my. Okay. Number 1 is that they're both secret agents. So they both get secret agents to help them. All right. There we go. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Karasu's Number 1, and he gets Number 1 to help him, I guess. Buggy gets Kim Possible. All right. Yeah, the voice actor also plays young Joseph Joestar, yeah. So 2 revolutionaries are fighting together, and then Buggy gets a secret agent girl kind of lady. Okay. Call me, beep me, if you want to reach me. All right, you're helping out this clown today. Okay? You're helping out this clown. I'm like, all right, I guess. All right, now they're going to do buffs and debuffs. Okay, we got to do that because we didn't get a chance to do this entire time. All right. So, Karasu, is he going to get a buff, a debuff, or neither? He's going to get neither. He's just going into this as Karasu. All right, Buggy. Is Buggy going to get a buff or a debuff? Buggy's going to get a handicap. Oh, man. Sorry, Buggy. Buggy's probably not, yeah. Buggy's debuff. He can't stop monologuing. They are compelled to explain every move in great detail before using anything. Okay. Well, that is Buggy. Buggy does, like, if you saw the live action, Buggy will literally hold, like, a trial in the middle of, like, a festival to be like, okay, before I kill you, let's put you on trial first. That'll be funny. All right. Now, location. Where's this taking place? A Viking village. Elbath! I mean, Elbath is also on here, but, yeah, close enough. I'm thinking more of a Viking village from, like, Vinland Saga. You know, but like, Elbath. All right. Yeah, that's just Buggy. All right, so they're fighting in a Viking village. Karasu is teamed up with Number 1. Buggy is teamed up with Kim Possible. So, like, I think Karasu and Number One would actually get along really well because, yeah, they basically are two revolutionaries fighting in a war. Very different kind of wars. Karasu's war is a little bit more serious. Number One's is more about, like, adults stealing children's chocolate or whatever. This is a little bit more about, like, slavery and global oppression, but, like, whatever. I mean, basically the same thing, right? So, like, yeah, I think Karasu and Number One, I think they would get along. I think they would sit down. I think they would, like, plan out their strategy and things like that. And Buggy, I don't see Buggy working with Kim Possible. I see Buggy doing a really long, bedraggled monologue. And Kim is just going to go off and just be like, okay, this clown is an idiot. I need to go do this myself. And I think it's more just going to be Kim Possible trying to, like, stealth her way around the village, trying to, like, take out Karasu. I mean, what does Kim have? I mean, Kim doesn't have a gun. She's not, like, because it's a Disney show. So Kim's not just going to pull out a fucking sniper rifle and, like, shoot you, right? That's not how she does things. She's a martial artist. That's how she fights. She fights with martial arts, right? So, like, martial arts aren't going to do shit to Karasu. And Buggy's powers are also going to do shit to Karasu because he does not have armament hockey and Karasu's a Logia. She has a grappling hook. Yeah, she has grappling hooks. She can move around. Even if you give Kim that, like, battle suit that she had in the movie, like, I still think Karasu's got this. Yeah. Yeah, she's got, like, one gadget an episode is usually how to do it. And then she falls back on, like, martial arts skills and shit, right? Yeah. One covers his eyes, the other covers his mouth. That makes sense. Shout out to the movie, So the Drama. I remember that movie. I was so happy when Kim and Ron finally got together, really, watching that movie. They were such an adorable couple. Is the village by the sea? I mean, it's a Viking village. I mean, I guess you could say it's by the water. But if you're going with the logic of knocking Karasu into the ocean, that's going to be pretty difficult considering he's really strong and he can fly. So I really don't see any way that Karasu is getting knocked out and thrown in the water. Because that's the only way you're going to do it is, like, to knock him out first and throw him in the water because he can fly, you know? Would Kim betray Buggy? I'm not going to say they can betray each other because that defeats the purpose of having an ally. But I think Kim's going to try to do it on her own because Buggy's going to be kind of useless. Or he's just going to be all bragging and just be like, oh, yes, I am the great Captain Buggy, and I will conquer this village. And Kim's like, yeah, but we need to, be tactical about this. We don't need to be tactical. We just go in and cut them down. I'm like, oh, that's not smart at all, Yeah, are there even any natural counters to soot? I mean, you could argue wind. You could argue if, like, a really big heavy draft blows in, like a hurricane, that would blow the soot around. You could probably argue that. Maybe Dragon defeated Karasu, and that's how he joined. But I don't see that. Karasu seems like a nice guy. Yeah. So I think Karasu wins this, too. He can't be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody that can touch him in your whole damn army. Yeah. So there you go. There's your exhibition match, just to throw Buggy in there just because he never had a chance. He never had a chance. Yeah. If they threw Buggy's feet in the water, his feet would sink, and his body wouldn't be able to move around very well. He would feel a little weak, but not that much. Karasu is just, he's a boss. I don't know what to tell you, man. I seriously don't know what to tell you. He's the strongest damn character in the story. Oda, you need to do something with this now. Like, we've done 9 tournaments. Karasu won, like, every battle. He's won battles. He's won so many different competitions. He's, like, the most multifaceted character in the goddamn story. Yeah. Yeah, Rain, maybe. Yeah, it's like a powdery Logia, so probably, like, the same weaknesses as Crocodile. I could see that. But the ability to fly really helps. Aw, prayers to the voice actor of Kim Possible. She's got cancer. I did not know that. Well, I wish her the best on her treatments and everything. A lot of people in my life getting cancer as of late. One-on-one, always bet on Karasu. Yeah, it seems to be the situation. Yeah. Bruce Campbell has cancer too. I just saw that the other day. Yeah, it says it's not curable, but it's treatable. Fucking not Bruce Campbell. Fuck cancer. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, that's the tournament, guys. We've been going for about 3 hours, almost 3 hours exactly. So I'll probably just end it at 3 hours. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being part of this. We're gonna do this again, and I think I'll probably do like I know I want a few people to be in this next one. Like we're gonna do a tournament with fictional characters. Like I want to bring Walter White back. Jason obviously has to be included. Although I think I'm going to include Jason Voorhees and Jason Bourne. Ernest from the Ernest movies. Ernest P. Worrell. He's actually really funny. It'd be funny for him to be in a tournament. Let's see. Walter White and Saul Goodman. Yeah, Dr. House. Like, yeah, like we don't have to, we can like, brainstorm here, but like honestly, like having a bunch of people, maybe staying away from anime characters for this first one. Because anime characters like Chad from Bleach can like blow up a building with a punch, so maybe not have him in there. I mean, I would prefer, Katie Sagal did a great job playing Kureha. So, like, yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis in an alternate universe, I think she would have done amazing as well. But Katie Sagal did an amazing job. So I'm not going to say, like, they should ever replace her or anything. She did the part very well. Yeah. Michael Weston from Burn Notice. Hey, Bruce Campbell was in that too. Ash from The Evil Dead. We could have Ash from The Evil Dead in there with the boomstick. We could have a bunch of different buffs and things. Like, they have their I also love that because we can roll for weapons for them. Like the anime, like these One Piece characters, we didn't really have to roll for weapons because Karasu already has his Logia, so the weapons rolls were non-applicable. But we can roll for weapons for like Walter White to get a machine gun or some shit like that. You know what? Yeah. No, I haven't really been catching up with Chainsaw Man. I have to go back and reread. Yeah. Lenny from The Simpsons. Okay, Lenny would be funny from The Simpsons. We could maybe do Lenny. Ow, my eye! I'm not supposed to get soot in it. All right, but anyway, that's the stream. Hope you all enjoy. Have a great rest of your evening. I am going to go and order dinner, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll just... for Karasu, I'm going to have hot dogs. Later, everybody. Signing out.